Welcome to the West, a Dishonored RPG we run sometimes. So, last session, B team actually got into Soul Spring. After a little while in the Welcome Center and trying to figure out a way to get into the resort itself without going through the Tunnel of Love of Death, you guys actually did figure out a way by damaging the automatons and bypassing the Wall of Light. So, you got in, you met Joplin, he took you to his old abandoned warehouse. And you all started planning and getting more information about what's going on in Soul Spring. And when I say you all, I mean all of you except Anton Blackburn, who shot up with the promotional Void Fiend that has made all of these Void zombies pretty much in this resort, and is now nowhere to be seen. I believe probably where we'll pick up is, I think you wanted to devise a more specific plan with what you were going to do at the Grand Duke Hotel, because I know there was talk about, like, you know, stuffing your ears with cotton, of protecting yourself, and I know, Heisel, you were like, we gotta get things down since we're not going to be able to hear things exactly. So, there's that.
Well, first of all, I think we asked this last session, but there is something we put in our ears, right?
What's that? Yeah, cotton.
Right? Okay. So if everyone thinks that's a good idea, then we should probably do that.
Yeah. I agree. I think that if we can all possible avoid meeting a giant, scary mind monster, that would be great. But we should bring the cotton swabs in case, like, we do meet it. For actually dealing with it, I say dynamite. I have dynamite. I mean, scantite.
Still got a couple of grenades.
I have scantite. Raven has scantite. We'll just blow it up.
I'm gonna pull out a grenade.
Doesn't seem that, like, if it's a bunch of heads, like, it doesn't have legs, right? Like, it's just there, just sitting. Just a big head sitting there. Is that what we have about this guy? Javelin.
Who did you just say?
Joplin.
Yeah. He comes back with a bunch of cotton balls, basically.
Hey. Sorry, it's a little touchy subject. The big head monster that lives in the lobby, does it move around, or is it just like...
Yeah, it's got legs.
It's just sitting... Huh?
Moves. It's got legs.
Does it walk on those legs, or is that just for decoration?
Yeah, they're for decoration. Oh, of course it walks on legs.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen it go upstairs? Or is it just stuck in the lobby?
I've
Does it
never
have legs?
gone upstairs.
I'm just saying. Oh, it's interesting.
Well, if you think that could be a possibility, we should probably figure out a second layout, just in case it comes up after us. It might be worth staking out the hotel before we go in there, just to establish a couple of different ways we could get in there.
Hey, hold on a second. I'm having some technical difficulties. Are all of you all seeing, like, when people move, it, like, phases around, like, I don't know. Might just be a my thing. I don't think our stream is actually working.
Uh-oh.
Oh. I can check from my computer.
Yeah.
If the stream's working.
Yeah, I can't pull it up on my phone. It's weird.
Okay. Doing Twitch, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, connected it.
Well, now the weird digital thing is gone, but yeah, can someone let me know? Oh, no, now it's back. All right. Give me a second. I need to go back to our old configuration. I was trying something new this time, and it was not really working.
Hmm.
Literally moving it in, moving the entire call in frame while on stream. Who needs pausing it? Oh wait. Oh wait, yeah. I can't pause it. I'm trying my best.
Okay, so I'm getting on Twitch. We'll see if it's there. I hope there's like one person watching it. It's just like, oh, they're getting on Twitch. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. I only care about 2 people on Twitch and only watch one of them. That's us. Well, there we are.
Yay. Are we there?
Best. Trying my best.
All right.
Oh,
Think
that's the part that I just said.
Yeah, okay. I think I've got it to work, so we should be good to go. Good to know that's working. Sorry about that.
Jocelyn,
Yes.
do you know what buildings are next to the hotel? Where would be a good point to get in? Second or the third floor?
Yeah. So that would be. You've got the Rupture Spa, but when I say next to, it's not directly adjacent to. Well, basically, if you're trying to jump from one rooftop to another, that ain't gonna work. It's a boulevard in between each building in the Grand Duke. So you've got the Rupture, and then you got the hotel right next to it. Ah, the map. Shoot. I don't have it done. No. Well, yes. Yes, I do. It's very, very rough. I will be right back. I apologize. This will be 1 minute. Really quick.
No, I mean, it sounds worth it. So, guys, while Spencer's gone, Levi, do you want to bring him in on it?
Hmm?
Explain.
We're,
Oh.
yeah,
That thing.
gone.
You can do the honors if you want.
We're making it to the West Wiki.
Oh,
Guys, as soon as this is done, it's a surprise. Spencer doesn't get to know about it.
yeah.
That's so exciting. All
Go.
we're gonna have so little written, and then eventually later come out. So that's good.
It's getting fleshed out, actually. We've spent a few hours on it. It's getting there.
Okay.
That's good.
I think Levi spent more than a
Was you
few.
and
If you guys need any help on that, let me know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Would
definitely.
be very helpful. Especially like your characters, it's like every time I put something, it's like I don't know if this is 100% accurate.
I hope
Or
this isn't wrong.
Because it's like
yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah. Send me the
or if
link.
I'm missing something.
Like private message me the links and I'll look at it. I'm honestly pretty bad with all the lore in the To the West because there's just so much that keeps happening and I just keep losing track and forgetting who's who and what's going on. So
Yep. That's
The
part of
wiki.
the thing about the
That's why
wiki.
this will be
Is that
helpful.
it's like a like we don't have a massive following or anything, but it'll be very helpful for us. Like, oh shoot, who was that person? Then we go to the wiki and like it's like an easy way to keep track of everything, like a group
Mhm.
notes app sort of, but it's fully online.
Levi, just don't say that word anymore because if he comes back, I don't want him to overhear it.
Don't say that one word
My
that starts with a
version of
W.
The one that kind of gives it all away just by saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Workers'
talking
hands.
about the witkedness of our generation. And,
Oh,
Okay,
hate
we
that.
stray further from God.
yeah, and witchcraft. Yes, I finished Dishonored 2 yesterday.
Good.
Great. I had high chaos, and I became king of the emperor, and I left Emily frozen.
Oh. Went with that ending, huh?
Yeah, I didn't know I could do that until the very end. I was like, oh, okay.
All right. All right. map is up. It's in references. It's very crude, but it is also not entirely complete. There's more to the western side of the
To the west?
village. Yes, he said the thing.
Wow.
Yeah,
Roll
That should be the
credits.
title of the series.
yeah. That thing that was just the temporary title for the longest time, and then eventually I'm like, well, guess it's the real one now. Because I didn't know the problem with naming a campaign before it goes on is you have no idea what's actually going to happen.
Yeah.
It's hard to narrow down themes. The only thing I knew that was going to happen is you guys would go west. So, there you go.
Well, what would you have done if we had all decided as a party to go back to like Bristol?
Yeah, just
Don't rule it out just yet.
everyone just you hijack the boat immediately and turn east. I would have said, you know what? I tried being a GM. Never again.
I hope that doesn't still apply.
Oh no, no! You guys have gone pretty much. I mean, Soul Spring especially is on the. It's very far west. It's. If it was not surrounded by mountains, it would be incredibly dangerous, and there would be a lot of very, very angry wildlife. Albeit there still are, but
But they're
Not
just
as bad.
zombies.
yes. I don't know if I'd call them wildlife. But
Are they
They're
wild?
pretty wild, man. And they
Are
are
they
technically
light?
alive.
They
Are they?
change life.
They are animated. But are they alive? Unclear.
yes, they're alive.
Oh, that's nice
Yep.
for them.
Albeit most of their organs are dead.
That is a problem.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so there's your map. Heisel, I believe you asked Joplin. Oh yeah, he was talking about the different buildings. So you got the Rupture Spa, and then to the eastern side you got the museum, the Automata Museum.
Do you think there's anything in there that would be helpful to us, or should we just go right for the hotel?
Oh, in the museum? Oh,
Yeah.
probably. I. It's deadly, as I described. But if Kittner Tazzolini is still in there, he probably would be willing to give us a hand. Something tells me he's not in on this. He was not much of the Void guy, I guess. From what I read about him, he was addicted to the stuff. Void Fiend, that is. But the fact that he's holed up and not letting anyone in, I don't know. It's
Doesn't
what I'm
strike
doing.
me as being very willing to talk.
right.
Oh.
Well, yeah, that's true. But, I mean, I'm doing the same thing. It's just what you do down here. I think the fact that he's holed up makes me think he'd be more susceptible to talk if you can get to the doors.
Are any of Atlee's speakers in the museum?
Yeah, probably. I haven't been that deep into it, but they've got to be.
Do you think there'd be any way to send a message to them ourselves?
Yeah, I could see that. If you manage to hijack the speakers, I suppose. There may be a control box on the outside of the museum for that sort of thing. Maybe.
May I ask a question out of game really quick?
Yeah.
So the zombie things that we're going up against, they have black eyes, right?
That's
like
correct.
they're on Void.
Yep.
Is there any other physical difference?
Yeah. So the ones that you've seen look severely malnourished.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Albeit you can be someone that takes that Void Fiend day of. That just looks like a normal person, but most of the ones that you've seen have been basically husks
Okay.
of what they once
Okay.
were.
Okay. Isol.
It again.
Isol, Sabbath. What if... Do you think we could pretend to be those... whatever things they are? How much Void Fiend does it take to make your eyes go black?
If you're suggesting taking Void Fiend here, no. It's a really bad idea. I've been around enough Void Fiend to know that.
Like, I think it was a full syringe last time. So, but I'm guessing he's not getting it. I'm thinking it might be something else about
There
the
was
void.
this one convict that I helped capture a few years back. He had tattooed his eyeballs black.
We're finding
Yeah, that's the void thing.
Is that a thing?
It's a thing in real life. Yeah.
What? No way! I need to look this up.
Gotta be incredibly
I
painful.
can't believe
but
that this is a thing.
It's also not common. It's like incredibly uncommon. But it has been done.
Wow. You definitely don't want to go back and get those removed. Oh,
I don't think you could. I think you'd go blind if you tried.
yeah.
I don't think there's a way to undo it and keep your sight.
Huh. Eyeball tattoos. Ugh, no thanks.
Yeah, no thanks pretty much sums that up.
Yeah, but yeah, that's something you likely would have seen before. I mean, in the Void Crisis, everybody started putting weird tattoos, and I think tattooing your eyes like that makes sense. People did weird stuff.
What if there was a way that we could blend in with whatever it is Anton is now?
it depends on exactly how they recognize each other.
That is the thing. They
It could be that you need to
mentioned
take
that,
a Void Fiend yourself.
group.
Joplin is, at this point, working on his pack, basically, for lack of a better word. As you can hear, a couple of hums emit from the various cables around it. He just turns back to you guys and just says, "No visual trickery can do it. It's a... What was that?"
So that was I drew a picture of the thing for the audience. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Are you guys aware... Well, I mean, given how much you've discussed it, are you guys aware with how Void Fiend actually works?
Yes.
It makes me go crazy.
No.
Well, no, not just the symptoms, like what it actually does as a chemical.
There's more than that.
Lord check on this.
What's that? Yes, you can
Should
do
I
a
make
void lord check on
Lord
this.
check on this?
Yes, you
Because
can make-
Heisel definitely knows that I, as a player, do not right
I
now.
will allow it. Yeah.
He's a dealer, so
I am a dealer, so if I don't know what it does, I don't know who would.
Yeah. Difficulty of 1. You know this. You know this.
Well, study is cleverly. Study is
did you
clever,
roll?
Spencer.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely.
Wait, what?
Did you roll no successes?
Oh gosh.
Difficulty.
yeah.
This is what-
Yes. The first 2 dice I rolled before I got to re-roll one because of cleverly were 2 20s.
Gosh. Your dice were like, no,
I
you
know what
happen to
Void
not
Fiend
know.
does, obviously.
The dice were
Yeah.
like, you know that Void Fiend is a substance.
It makes you into an outsider.
Okay.
Always works.
I'm kidding.
So, all right. Void Fiend is the distilled version of Void Right. which is a stone literally from the void. That's what's powering airships and that sort of thing. So, given that it is from the void, actually injecting your blood with just a little bit of it, basically emulates to a degree the feeling of being in the void itself. It does not necessarily bring you to it. It more brings the void to you. Kind of a little bit like, I don't know if you've ever heard of asphyxiation high, but basically being driven just to the point of death with asphyxiation and then coming back. There's this weird rush of dopamine. I don't know why the body works this way, but Void Fiend works a little bit similarly. That your body is being convinced that it's dead, and it's not.
Feeling I get when I drink orange juice.
Yeah, orange juice. Yep. But you know that.
Yeah.
Okay, and Joplin will continue. But I mean the whole thing with sight that you see, it's I don't know the exact ways that it does work, but I know that it is able to distinguish who is, I guess, in the void with them and who is not. They will lash out on anyone that they see that is not on the stuff.
I hate to ask.
So what
Could Mr.
thing?
work then? I've taken normal Void Fiend instead of promotional variety.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't seen anyone take that stuff around here. There's a pretty high chance that, I don't know, it's promotional Void Fiend seems like it's completely different stuff. But I don't know. Might not advocate for getting high while
Right.
attempting
Guess
a
we just
dangerous mission.
actually like to stick around.
Yeah. If you want something something safer, I've been on this stuff for a while back now. He opens up the footlocker and draws out a literal box full of syringes. It's called Quickie Stim. It's a weird promotional thing that they did for skiers around here. It's basically just supposed to keep you awake and active. Really good for if you're just getting tired. That is not a character. He's not coughing.
Try the quickies, Tim.
It's safe.
Is it Matt?
Is that a hint or was that? Right.
Well, if there's no
We should
benefit.
all take some. We don't want to fall asleep on this mission.
And it's don't think of it as an asleep thing. Think of it as an exhaustion thing. I take it when I'm just on scouting missions and can't get. I mean, you see this thing on my back. I get tired. It keeps me from losing my cool.
What does an overdose of it do, Joplin?
Makes your heart beat so fast you die. Most likely.
And how much is an overdose?
Honestly, probably 3 of these things would cause an OD. This is a Western. We're talking about ODing. Wow. Strange world.
That's asking
Yeah.
questions.
Seems like
Hmm.
the best course of action is just to go in and get the card from your room. If there's no buildings within grappling hook distance, say Mr. Reed of
Wait, grappling hook?
Reed, do you want to show him?
He just randomly shoots it at a random wall. He's not aiming for anything in particular.
All right. Well, okay, I can see that. It's is it? What's its range like?
About
I don't know.
50 ravens.
50 what?
Ravens. Nose to tail.
That's like just 25 feet. Well,
Well,
I guess it depends on the raven. I don't know the
yeah.
size of
He's
Dishonored
talking about,
ravens.
he's talking about Western Pandician ravens that are probably a little bit
All
bigger.
right, that's fair. Yeah, they are pretty big. All right.
So that's about like 35 feet,
Yeah.
roughly.
Yeah, I can see that.
A raven is anywhere from 1.8 to 2.6 feet long.
I was also looking at that.
Long. Wingspan.
I don't know where the measure is taken from. It just says this is the length of a common raven.
Length. Wow.
Some person got government money and was paid to go out and measure ravens. They just had a tape measure, and they're like, please, please, it's for
What
my
a time.
for my job.
What a time that would be.
I've only measured one raven, please. I need more.
They only got 2 in the measurement. One was 1.8, one was 2.6.
They're like, that's the range, I
Anywhere
guess.
from there.
About
That's
18
about right.
ravens.
In my experience, anywhere from 1.8 to 2.6 feet, and I've dealt with enough ravens to know.
So 35 feet. That'll likely be able to cut it from the roof of the Rupture Hotel to the 3rd floor. But not as a... more as a tightrope, if that's what you're trying to build with that sort of thing. There's nothing you can swing on, if that's what you were going to use that for. So with your grappling hook, it is not like... I'm trying to get references of grappling hooks. Can somebody give me a grappling hook from... Oh, Batman. Okay. It is not like
Gravity
Batman's,
falls.
unfortunately. There is no way to... I mean,
Retract
Batman's,
it.
you can just... It just pulls you just rapidly towards the place. And that's... This is more like if you say the word grappling hook to a early 1900s sailor. It's a hook that is able to be thrown at a distance. And thankfully, yours can be shot. So it can grapple things, but it can't pull you to them. So it's really good for like climbing sheer walls and that sort of thing. Or maybe, swinging across a tree or something like that. But basically, going from this rooftop to this rooftop, it could probably go straight line, pretty much.
Rooftop
And if
is
you
higher?
swung down, you would land on the concrete. What's that?
Which rooftop is higher?
That would probably be the museum, actually. No. That would be it'd be the hotel, the spa.
We're trying to go from the hotel to the museum, correct?
No, we're trying to find a good way to get to the 3rd floor of the Grand Duke Hotel.
We could go
What's the
to the
question?
5th floor, not the 3rd. In fact, if we need, we could go zip style.
Mm-hmm.
Question. You know how to walk a tightrope, don't you?
What?
You know how to walk a tightrope, don't you?
I mean, I already thought you
Yeah,
guys
but-
were a circus.
Oh. Now and then, that's happened.
How confident would you be about being able to make it across something like Mr. Reed's grappling hook?
I could probably work. I would, since we're not performing, would probably go under, not over. So we wouldn't be walking on it. We would want to do that. You can kind of use
What do you need to do?
the wrists kind of to something and kind of have it over. Then if you slip and fall, you kind of have something to grab onto. So there's kind of ways to kind of get around it. So we could possibly use something like that.
Well, Sebastian,
Depends
if you'd be able to
Yeah.
float and then drop a rope for the rest of us, that'd probably be enough. I just don't want anyone to get
Sure.
out there. If
Right.
something in the hotel gets the presence.
All right, true. Counterpoint. I'm down for doing the walking, but also we could just have the Raven just blink across, and then if there's some sort of ledge or something, then he could just drop a rope down.
It is around 30 feet in between these two buildings. That is out of range for Blink.
Oh,
You can upgrade it if you want. If you had the runes, but you don't.
Have 2 runes.
I also think technically the Dazzler, your Blink, what's it called?
Draws too much attention. Is Flourish.
Yes, Flourish. It cannot be upgraded actually. So you're stuck at about 15 feet.
Yeah.
And literally making everyone look at you too.
Well, Sebastian, from
Yeah.
together about the sorts of things that Mr. Reed and
yeah.
previously Anton could do, it might draw the attention of the squatters anyway,
True. Yeah.
if they're going through the
All right.
Reed.
All right, then I can go.
I could draw their attention and lure them away from you guys while you break into the museum.
Reed, we don't want you to play the hero. Just
That's what I am.
Yeah,
gets
you
you
don't have
killed.
to fight.
You're
There
not a
is no-
superhero. Actually, I am.
we're going to keep quiet. We're going to stay away from squatters as much as we can. We're going to if any of us get split off, we're going to be a lot less likely to survive.
Listen, if you guys can keep quiet, then we're good.
Exactly. So Reed, no playing the hero.
I promise I won't.
We didn't hear any of that. You're cutting in and out.
Okay, gonna turn the sensitivity up a tiny bit. If the air conditioner starts being super annoying, you guys tell me.
Okay, we'll do.
How is this?
It's good, I think.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you guys hear the air conditioner?
I actually
When
think
you're
I
not
can
talking.
hear it less. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's fine either way.
Yep,
What should we
all
know
good.
about going into the rupture?
What's that?
What should we know about going into the rupture?
Oh, are we going into it?
Well, if we could get to the roof, probably.
I've never been in there actually. Not been worth my time. It's kind of a hot spot for squatters. And there is a very high chance that you will inhale the Void Fiend filled fumes.
Then would the museum make more sense as an entrance?
Possibly. If
Would
you,
my mask here protect me from those fumes?
that would be perfect, actually.
Would my mask help at all, or what do you
Yours
think?
does not have a respirator on it, unfortunately. Yours is
Hmm.
more of a scare people mask than a get stuff done.
It's good at scaring people, though.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry about that.
Cold.
Yep. You need.
It's okay.
I won't always
Upgrades.
impose rules on things, but when it comes to gas masks and respirators, which I love, I
It's your
will.
thing.
It is my thing. That and
Oh, don't be
dirigibles.
Yes. All right.
Or should I use my mask?
We could just go
That's-
through the museum.
Wait, no. Museum's much worse. I think. Just lots of automatons.
Okay. Well, listen. What
No,
would you
no.
recommend?
Wait. Yeah. I think your friend here actually has a pretty good idea with the mask. I've got a respirator myself. We could go in, while you all find a safe spot outside, get to the roof of the rupture, and drop a rope down to you.
And what happens if you attract the attention of the squatters in there?
Well, you know how to sneak, don't you?
Some of us better than others.
No. I'm
Good at sneaking.
just
You're
talking
right.
about. Yeah. Right? Mr. Raven, you know how to sneak?
Yes. I can be seen when I want to, which is often, but I can also avoid being seen when I want to, which is also often.
He's gonna make an insight check on that. Go ahead and roll a persuasion or deception, depending on what you're doing. I think you're telling the truth, but he doesn't know that. What's your stealth focus?
4.
Yeah, that's quite good.
So, no successes.
None?
None.
All right, well, he can see through, and you're telling the truth, right?
Yeah.
All right. I think I trust your friend, despite his garishness, I guess. That doesn't mean what I think it does. Oh, wait, no, it absolutely means what I think it does.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I was wondering why you were doubting yourself.
Because it was literally just an adjective that just, I didn't know what it meant, but I'm like, I think that means something that would line up with what's going on right now. So, and it meant exactly what I thought it, or hoped it would.
Predictive earlier, huh?
Yep. All right. Trying to think of a way that you all can stay safe just in the square itself, or at least next to the rupture. Let's see, what else is around there? Next to the rupture, there is a gift shop, I believe. There's a restaurant. I haven't seen too many squatters congregating towards there in the past.
Maybe we could just hide there then.
Yeah. How will we give you the heads up when it's time to go, though?
Are there windows?
Probably, yeah.
And we'll just watch.
All right. We'll be on the roof. All right. I'll still stick with you guys as you all are making your way over there. So, are all of you going to go? Are all of you skilled in combat?
Enough that we should be there, sure.
What's that?
Enough that we should be there at least, sure.
At this point, LG, who has been strangely quiet, mainly because there's so many NPCs here, and it's very easy to have Joplin dominate, he's going to say, do you really think having that many people there is going to be safe? Sounds to me like that might attract a lot of attention. Joplin again. It probably will. But I don't exactly advise splitting. Well, it would help.
Well, listen, maybe we can cover more ground if we do that. If a lot of you think you'd be able to handle going in there and getting the card, maybe a few of us could go see if we could talk to Tazzolini or something.
That is a
Or
good
try
idea. I think personally, I would like to. I think you guys are gonna die without me when it comes to Tazzolini's. That's not me saying that I'm the only good one here. That's just me saying that what I have is particularly effective against dangerous automata. So, if you guys are going to Tazzolini's place, I'd like to go with. That being said, you could possibly go towards the Museum of Arcane, or whatever, and
Yes, I was hoping to stop in there if we had the time for it. It seemed like there might be something interesting.
yeah, tourist trap. You know what?
Sometimes places like that have something of interest in them. I found something like this,
And she's gonna like gesture to the torque.
I found this in an overseer cache, actually.
Really?
Good items.
What's it do?
It pushes bullets out when I get hit.
That's very useful. Wow. Huh. Well,
Bit of ice up my sleeve. But
smart.
things like that end up making their way into places like that because anything powerful enough at some point or another has probably been condemned.
Right. Those overseers did have a lot. All right.
Just like
I am open to suggestions, I guess, but how about we all stick together heading out there? If we are overwhelmed by squatters, we break. Some of us sticking to the Rupture Hotel and the Grand Duke, while the others go to the museum.
should we even wait until we're already detected, or should we just split up and try not to get spotted at all?
I think while we're not spotted, it's best to operate as a group. I think. Well, anyways, we're going to the same destination. If you want to get to the museum, you got to go past the Rupture, anyways. So.
Does that sound alright to the rest of you?
Well, how many of you are interested in the museum of arcane stuff rather than the Grand Duke?
I think I'd probably be better put there.
At the Grand Duke or the museum?
Museum.
Yeah.
I'd be more helpful, I think.
LG would raise his hand, of course. All right.
I should have someone a little bit more able to deal with trouble along
Alright.
with us as well. Gray, would you want to come?
Ooh. That's a good question. Well, I was wondering if maybe I might be a bit more skilled for the hotel thing.
Probably. Just think that
I could go to the museum.
that'd be
Right.
great.
Yeah, sorry. He was operating under the assumption that Sab did raise his hand for that. So,
Does,
I could do either. But
yeah.
does anyone else think they'd be able to get across, though?
That's true.
But do I have a respirator or am I borrowing someone's?
Do you have what?
Will I need to borrow someone's respirator or do we have a plan for that?
No, the plan was to drop the rope to get you up to the roof.
Well, someone need to get there in the first place.
Thought we were using me for the tightrope walking.
We are. We gotta get you to the roof first. We get to the roof, we drop the rope, you climb up, then we do the grappling hook and you go over, right?
Thrown out sometimes.
You know what? I can't exactly climb a tightrope, so I'll go with you all to the museum if it requires. Gray.
It'd be helpful to have someone else alongside from just LG and I.
Fair enough. But don't forget, there's also Prima Donna. He's likely on the bell tower. So if you get within sight of him, he'll probably be able to help you if you guys get overwhelmed. Probably. He just likes shooting squatters, so have no idea where he gets the ammo from. He's actually probably the idiot that stole all of it from the hardware store. Oh well. All right. So just to clarify, let's see. Torque, Scary Mask, and wait, no. Torque, Shotgun, and Eye Patch over here are going to the museum, whereas Cape, Scary Mask, and me are going to the hotel.
You know, it'd probably be helpful to learn our names at some point.
Probably.
If you shout Torque, I'm not about to look over.
Asks, so my vote is you don't have to learn my name.
What's that?
You don't have to learn my name. Scary Mask is fine.
Fair enough.
Useful mask is good for my name.
Useful mask. I don't know.
Or feathers is okay.
You got it, bedsheet.
Okay, let's start into it.
Am I forgetting anyone? Is there someone else here that I'm not remembering?
BLG,
No.
Chris.
That sounds like
No.
Eye patch.
You're just thinking that because Anton is
Yeah.
Here, but not here.
Yep, I
not
am.
present.
Oh wait, Bill is on the airship and safe and
Yep.
sound,
yeah.
as she
We
should
would
be.
never
is
bring Bill
fine.
into danger.
Yep.
Even if we all die, Bill must survive.
You are totally missing out on some of the amazing combat benefits that Bill has, but I think it is. But then, of course, you would be risking the emotional support benefits that Bill also has.
Yeah.
See,
So-
that was it took me so long to decide whether or not I was going to bring Bill because of that. I was like, combat dog. But also, I'd cry so hard if she died, so
He'd be an emotional
Mm.
distraction for us and make us less effective in combat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Wolfhounds are
Oh dear.
really strong. And really good at sensing people. Like they have a keen smell thing that basically means you can't be snuck up on. It's very good.
Hmm.
Yeah, their study score is immense.
If we get split up, will those of us not with you be able to get back to the Wolves of Light?
Yeah, you're good. I probably a couple tips for surviving out there though. I wouldn't say make a break for it all the way back. The only reason I did that when you guys came in is because we were genuinely close to this little fortress of mine. But if you're out all the way by the hotels, I'd say find a building to get cooped up in. Wait until the squatters leave you alone. They will. Just find some place to hunker down in.
Hmm.
So, if we split up, we should probably set a time to meet back here just so we can see if anything's happened to the other team or not. I'd hate to get back hours earlier than you and not know something had happened.
Yeah. Give us. I think it'll take. How about 2 hours from when we split up?
That sounds good.
All right.
So, either team isn't back by, let's say, 2.5 hours. We go look for him.
Sounds good. All right. Those of you coming with me on the hotel thing, I will be wearing earmuffs, and we're going to need to communicate visually as much as we can. But thankfully, we're just doing simple snatch and grab, hopefully. So pretty much all we'll need to be doing is pointing, I guess. Any special equipment that you guys have?
I have
Oh,
dynamite.
secret arts.
How many
Anti-
sleeper darts do you have?
That last shot, 4.
Okay. What were you saying, Sab? Oh yeah, you've got the scantite.
I have the scan of whiskey, sword of tools, tinker tools, stun rod. Oh, I can kick down doors. This is actually not a totally useless leg. Pets his leg brace.
You can kick
Let's-
down doors? Nice.
Yeah, there's it's an explosive thing. Yeah. We have a good organization. Let's see, what else? Seems like that's about it. I have rope, but we know about that.
After you point out the whole leg thing, LG elbows Joplin playfully, I guess, and just says, "Ever heard of Cyclone? That's one of his." And Joplin says, Cyclone is the reason I have what I have. Oh. Well, I mean, obviously modified, but good principles. All right.
He's great.
Good to hear he's still making stuff. Especially if it helps us to get into a door. Is that thing loud?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, explosion,
Well,
kicking, dorks.
if we find the right
Oh,
door,
so-
then
oh.
we'll just get in, grab the key. It should be located in the nightstand. That's where they're supposed to be. And then get out.
Okay, so we're just grabbing the ticket, correct?
Yeah, just the reservation pass. It's this fake gold-looking card thing. It's what you need. Just so that we're not discussing plans, you know, with our ears open later. How are we getting down? Oh, wait. Grappling hook. This is perfect. All right.
Yeah. Where do we all plan to meet up if things went wrong?
Back here.
Okay.
2.5 hours.
And a half?
Well, what if things just take slightly longer than you're anticipating?
Fair enough. All right.
I'd advise you find at least 2 different ways down. If whatever it was in the lobby came up after you and was between you and wherever the exit was, it'd be really nice to have a backup.
Well, thankfully, the window that we'll be going through is an outside. Wait, all windows are outside windows. It's away from the lobby, so if that thing goes up, it's going to be blocking the exit that goes towards the lobby. It's not going to go to the edge of the building. I think our exit is good. I've taken it before.
All right.
All right. Any other questions you guys have before we go?
I just hand signals when we're in there. If anyone does this, it means your mind is getting messed up. So we'll know that.
We don't need a hand signal for that. We'll know. If you're reeling down
Yeah.
in pain and prone on the floor.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, we'll see. That'll probably be about it. We can do other things.
All right. Also, this is kind of basic, but stay out of the cold if you can. Looks like you all actually came prepared with clothes. That's good. Just, especially in this weather, which will be good for us sneaking, bad for us when we're actually, if you ever get stuck in it. So always keep track of where buildings are. Try not to get lost, and you might make it out alive. All right.
I'll see you all soon then.
Wait, we splitting up here? Thought we were all going
Mhm.
together. Shh, you guys don't know how to get to the hotel. Come on, just follow me.
Sure.
All right. So,
As they're leaving, Sab just grabs 3 of those little energy shots as they leave.
okay. Quickie stim. Nice. All right.
I've taught him so well.
Reed
Levi.
also is carrying pencil and paper with him as they're leaving.
Okay. Levi, you were kind of right in guessing what that is.
It's math.
Kind of. Well, it's amphetamines.
You patterned it off that I heard you talking about at some point, like military people in the snow, like taking meth. So I figured this is very thematically similar.
Yeah, and it wasn't just a military thing. It's actually, amphetamines are used for basically wounded skiers in like emergency kits, so that if you're like, oh shoot, I'm just going to, because of the cold, I'm just going to collapse here and fall asleep and die, you just shoot yourself with some amphetamines and you get up and keep going. Which
Better
and
than
that
straight up dying. Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. I understand why it's like I don't know, before we managed to make adrenaline, I guess. Well, artificially injectable adrenaline. I don't know how chemicals work. All
Let's
right,
do.
let's go. So, as soon as you all get out, it is cold. So, glad you packed those winter clothes. I am going to have you all make 3 separate sneak checks, basically 4 encounters. The cumulative total of these, I'll say, is 3 because of the blizzard. So as long as you guys get 3 successes, you will successfully sneak through your first encounter. I will be
3
rolling
successes.
for... What? I'm still gonna roll it. That's 5.
Another 1.
6. 7.
Okay.
So much momentum.
And then quietly.
9.
1 success.
10. Wow, okay. All right. So because this is on the outskirts of the resort and there's not too many squatters here, I'll say that was the easy one. Whew. All right. So everyone that rolled at least 1 success. Wait, hold on. We've got 7. And 6 people, right? All right. 2 momentum for the Raven, and then 1 momentum for everyone else, including my NPCs. Sorry. All right. Your next check will be a 6. This is the town square. You all are sneaking pretty well, but this is one of the busiest parts where squatters are. Which, again, it's crazy that they're just walking around in this blizzard.
Successes.
From me?
It cut out the part where you said how many.
No, 2.
2, 3, 4. Okay. That's a 5th with Joplin. Gray and LG still need to roll, so as long as they can get 1. Whew! Alright, there is 2 from Gray. And then 1 from LG. So, 2 momentum. Wow, okay. Alright. You all are getting closer and closer to the hotel. Momentum goes to... Who rolled the highest? Anybody roll 2? 1 momentum to the Raven. You rolled 2? 1 momentum.
Yep. Cool.
And I will allow this for... You can keep your momentum for the entirety of this mission. So don't worry about changing seeds and that sort of thing. Alright. Okay. As you all approach the Rupture Hotel, this is the place that he said was a hot spot of them. And part of that is because you can actually feel the heat coming from the doors of the spa itself. Possibly from the fumes, but obviously not all of you are going in. As you all have moved from the outskirts through the town square, you have managed to keep your steps as kind of as quiet as possible, and thankfully the wind is very, very good at covering up your noise. This final check will be a difficulty of 10.
Wait.
It's hard, I know, but you all have momentum. Just saying.
Ooh.
And this, I will kind of have partial successes. So if you guys rolled 0 successes right now, there would probably be a couple hundred squatters on you. But if you only had... What's that? 2?
2 successes and a complication.
Complication. All right. Let's see what we get first before we go into that.
also have a complication, but I'm considering re-rolling it. Should I re-roll it?
There's already a
gonna read.
complication on the check.
I guess I'll wait and see how much everyone else gets. So that's 1 success and 1 complication from me, unless I choose to re-roll.
All right. So 3. Let
So
us.
I've got a critical success. Here's 1 momentum, so he's got 2, basically.
Okay. So we're at what, 6 now? Wait, no, just
2, 1, and then Raven. How many?
2.
2. So we're
All
at
right.
5.
5.
Player character.
We got 3 NPCs left. One of them does have a 5 in stealth, so that one rolled no critical successes, but he did roll 2 regular ones. So that's up to 7. All right,
Not bad.
LG. Let's see. Move. That is no successes from LG.
I'll go ahead and re-roll my 20.
All right.
Avoid point. Still no additional successes, just the 1.
No complication though.
But no complication, yeah. So that's something.
Let's see. Oh, who's left? Who did I forget? Gray. Gray's gonna use his momentum that he got.
Way to go.
Well, he just got, let's see, 3 successes actually. A 2, a 9, and an 11.
Does he have any sort of stealth focus?
He doesn't.
But still. That's good.
No momentum gained on that one.
And I had 1 complication.
You did. You all are... As you get closer to the hotel and away from kind of the open air, you're getting close to the areas that are... actually have cover from the snow. You are... with this path that that Joplin himself is leading you on, you're getting within feet of the squatters. Whereas back in the square, you could just like say, there's an opening, let's just go there and move around. Now, you are just having to be extremely quiet and pray that the blizzard covers you up. Looks like it does. As you're nearing your last steps, Jacob Reed, you take another step and try to keep going, and as you go to pick up your foot from the snow, it doesn't budge. So I'm going to need you to make a move check.
What check?
This is a move carefully check.
Okay.
Difficulty of 3. But
Okay.
with...
Can I apply my stealth because I'm trying to do it
Nope.
quietly?
Nope.
No? Okay.
You applied your stealth on the last check. This is something else entirely. Even though...
I just rolled another complication.
Okay.
Application.
Do you have any void points?
I might re-roll that one. Yeah. Re-roll that one.
Complication.
No successes.
Diabetes now.
No successes. But no
Alright.
complications.
A 3 was probably a little bit too harsh. I was going to change it to a 2. But as you are basically in this position, you can probably see a squatter about 4 feet away from you, and you are just getting ready to move, and you somewhat hastily, albeit still quietly, I'm imposing your stealth focus on staying quiet, just pull your foot straight up with enough force. Force is not what you needed to use in this situation. So it's hard to see what exactly caught it, since there's still a kind of heavy amount of snow on the ground right now. But give me a second. Your right boot was caught on something underneath the snow. And as you just quickly tried to get it out of whatever it was, pretty much tears the entire. I don't know what you call the bottom of the shoe. I believe sole.
Hole?
Yeah,
Mhm.
So,
the
yeah.
entire thing is pulled off, and you now have a hole in your shoe. It's a hole in a shoe. It's not that bad, but
I
might
get
want to
wet
see
socks.
it. Yeah, and I will basically say if you continue out in the snow, I'll say 2 more times. So that distance, if you do that twice. Actually, you know what? If you make that trip again, you're going to get frostbite on that foot. Unless you figure out how to cover it with something. But
I didn't get spotted, did I?
you did not. You kept quiet
Okay.
even during that whole thing. And you resisted the urge to curse when a giant hole was formed in your shoe. But I digress. This is the entrance of the Rupture Hotel that you guys are at right now, and this is technically where you guys are going to split up. Joplin pulls his scarf down and puts a respirator on his face and tries
He's already
to.
wearing his.
Yep.
Good luck to you. Stay safe, all right?
All right, and he is going to go forward into the Rupture Hotel. So before we deal with them, the rest of you all are just going to. Sorry, he would have told you where the museum was, as well as some of the other locations that are around here.
If you had given us a recommendation for a path, that also would have been.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. It's the end of sickness cough, so I'm not actually sick, but it's that like dog bark sounding.
Lingering.
Yeah, that's
Do you
it.
need do you need water or anything?
Well, it's a good thing I come prepared. I do.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, he would have recommended a path. He would just say go around the left side of the Rupture Hotel. Right side is towards the Grand Duke. Yeah. So, you all, because you're going further, are going to need to roll another stealth check. But because you're getting away from the hotel itself, it'll be a little bit easier. It will be a little bit harder though because you don't have your 2 stealthiest characters with you.
Mm-hmm.
It will be a smaller group size. Is that going to be helpful at all?
No, unfortunately, it only takes one person to be spotted. Because you're losing the stealthy ones, it doesn't really matter that much. Ugh. Difficulty will be, I'm gonna say a 5, so half as difficult as right next to the hotel.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and make that check. Sab is with you, though. Sab isn't going into the hotel. He'll need to basically... Well, Sab? Hello? Sebastian Greylouse.
He's back.
Whoa, he's here!
Yes.
So you're not going with the infiltration team through the Rupture Hotel. Are you just going to basically tag along with the other group until the rope is let down?
Feel like that's probably the best thing. Because he can probably watch. Like, he's probably can get there pretty quickly. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
If he could do if he get there pretty quickly, it's not like He's running a great distance to get there. Yeah, he'd definitely be basically their team, and then just kind of join the rope when it's down. Basically.
All right. Sounds good. So I'm going to need you and the rest of the team going to the museum to roll another stealth check.
Okay.
Let's see. I've got Gray and
That's actually 2 successes.
2. Nice. Good job. Let's see. I've got Gray and LG.
So exciting because I'm
1
really
success.
I'm as bad as I could be at this.
Man, I should not have been. I wanted to do 6, but LG and Gray just got 3 successes. So 5. Sab?
Let's see. 2 successes.
Nice.
Nice.
Faisal, Sab. 1 momentum.
Nice.
Even will probably need it.
I'm aware.
That wasn't ominous at all.
Apologies. All right. Now I want you all to make a perception check. Hidden difficulties. All independent though, so not cumulative. You know what? I'll spoil it. Difficulty of 2. It doesn't really matter. 2 successes.
Indeed.
2 successes.
All right. Amidst the blizzard, you can hear something very faint. I'd like to say in the distance, but it's really hard to tell with the blizzard itself. But you can definitely hear something. And it sounds like this. You start to see 2 figures, silhouettes in the snow, moving towards you. Kind of at a somewhat rapid pace, actually.
I'm gonna prepare the presage.
Are you drawing it, or are you...
Just being ready to fire it off.
Okay, okay.
Then go wonk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the thing that goes whomp.
That one, the womp.
My favorite sound effect.
Wow.
Just a whole gun. Wah.
It's always going to be funny.
Yeah, it doesn't stop. The gift that keeps on giving.
The best part was when Lee Bear actually did that. Be careful, she womp.
You're telling
That was
me
pretty
this
good.
lady can whomp? Yes, that's right. She can.
Heisel Cohen's resume on the top of it. Can womp.
Impressive.
All right. So,
Fired.
these 2 silhouettes are approaching rapidly. And soon you can start to distinguish details. The first one that you see, and the source of that jingling, looks to be a average-sized male with a wide-brimmed felt hat and a bandana covering his nose, mouth, and a little bit down his neck a little bit. It's cold out. He's wearing Oxhorn Drover clothes, and he looks very out of place in a blizzard. The second person is Anton Blackburn.
Is Ant how
An-
yeah,
Anton?
Anton chasing?
You can see some of your friends right here. Anton does not have black eyes.
What?
Right.
Right.
Anton, Wayne just looks at you and just says, "Wait, do you know these guys?"
Yeah.
Howdy.
Can I approach?
Hello?
Yeah. They're stopping. They're right next to right next to
Well-
you.
I'm gonna walk up to Anton and I'm gonna look at him.
Oh, are you not? You're all right.
Yeah. The Voidfiend wore off.
It doesn't do that.
I've heard.
Yeah, it doesn't do that.
Yeah, I've heard. It did for me. I don't know.
Heisel's gonna take like the 2 last steps forward and wrap Anton in a big hug.
Like, return it and, like, whisper in her ear. Can you get Wayne to take his bandana off? He doesn't want to, but I really want to see his face. I think he's young, but he's trying to, like, hide it. I'm very curious.
Sure, I'll see what I can do.
Dav just like comes over and does like the third person adds themselves like awkwardly. He doesn't do it for so very long, but he just does that. And then he just kind of looks over at this newcomer. So, who are you?
Nice to meet you, Wayne.
Wade or Way?
Wayne.
How would you say that?
Wayne, like the name.
I bet he had trouble at the front desk if he can't spell his name.
Hmm.
It's good to meet you, Wayne. I'm Heisel.
Nice to meet you all. LG and Gray introduce themselves as well. Do y'all mind if we get out of the cold a little bit? It's, well,
Oh,
cold.
yeah. Probably a good idea.
Where are you all headed right now?
The Museum of Arcane Persecution.
Oh, why?
Curiosity.
There's a guy up there that shot me.
Hmm.
The
What's that?
That would.
operator?
What?
Nativian?
I
Did
don't know.
the Vivian guy, the
He shot-
sniper dude?
I don't know if he's Tivian, but some idiot with a hunting rifle.
He just shoots people?
He shot me. He missed, but
Shot at you.
Should the
Well-
squatters.
he shot me, but in the leg.
Well, that's not missing. That sounds like you got shot.
Well, I'm alive, so he missed.
Well, he didn't miss your leg, though, so.
No,
Okay, Anton, this.
How did you
Alright,
find
for
Anton?
Oi, everyone, let's get to a place where there are not a bunch of weepers around. Let's go.
all right, okay, real
That's-
quick. I'm so sorry. This seems kind of cheap, but I want you all to roll a stealth check, and this includes Anton and Wayne, and the difficulty will be 10. You guys,
Because we're
Wayne was, he's not Joplin where he's like, we need to get out of here. He's just like, oh, nice to meet you. You literally exchange introductions. It's going to be pretty hard to cover that up.
Okay. I apparently was so quiet when introducing, like, in the whole experience. I somehow rolled a 1 and a 2.
Nice.
So, 3.
3 successes. All right,
You
0
made up
from
for me.
Heisel. All right, I have Gray. I have LG. I have Wayne.
what would this be? This move quietly, I guess.
Talk quietly.
I guess it is talk quietly.
You're
Move.
literally
That might
talking
change it.
quietly.
No, it doesn't change it.
Sad.
It almost changes it. Almost.
Yeah,
Should be a
talk
whisper.
talk
Talk
quietly.
instead of
Stealth
quiet.
focus if you got
That
it.
works great.
1 success from Wayne. 2 successes from LG. 3 successes from Gray. Wow. Okay, so 2, 5. You had 1. Anton had 3. That's 9, right? Wait. 3, 3, 5,
So I need
6.
void point.
Wait. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. No, you guys managed it perfectly, actually. Wow. Go figure. 10 successes.
Yes, momentum well used. All right. Okay. Sab then does like this and like
No.
gestures to
Guys, follow me. Come on.
cousin.
Stay away from the museum. He's just gonna shoot you.
He just shoots squatters, doesn't he?
He shot me.
Was there a reason for that?
Well, you can ask him later. Let's just... If you want to have a full conversation, let's just have it in here. Come on. He starts leading you towards what looks to be a restaurant named the Battle Mare on it. It just has this horse with a knight on it, basically.
Hey, I guess then we go.
All right. He opens the door and gestures you all inside. There is actually...
Stop.
What's that?
Gestures the guy.
No, I insist.
No. I'm a gentleman.
But this is my home. Get in. You can't open the
No,
door.
you go in.
Your shoe's untied. Make a...
Sab just looks at the guy. Go in. Sab pulls out his stun rod. Go. And gives him the look.
All right, make a
Mask.
intimidation check.
I mean, I kind of get it. I was thinking about doing the same thing.
All right, talk. Does it have to be forcefully?
Yeah. It's intimidation.
Okay.
You're saying go in. I don't see how anything's clever, quiet. I guess that's bold,
Okay.
but it's
You guys both.
It's forceful.
it's forceful.
Yeah. 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 He just does. He gets 1 success.
All right, he's doing a resolve. What was the number on that success?
And 8.
An 8. He rolled a 10. All right. So, I don't like you. And he walks in.
I like me too. He goes into
He
following the guy base.
he said, "I don't like you."
Oh. Well, and Sab just does the same thing. I like me.
All right. As you all enter in, there is surprisingly no squatters in this restaurant. There is, however, a maitre d' automaton that says, "How many is in your party?" And he just keeps going and just like, "Come on, get follow me." What's that?
I will do as he says.
He leads you back towards the kitchen. And eventually towards where all the meats would be stored in... I should know this by this point. It's not a deep freeze, but it's...
A walk-in?
it's just a walk-in. But I don't know if refrigeration has been cracked by now in the Dishonored universe. So...
Maybe it's like a big ice.
Yeah, big ice box. I believe there's actually just a name for this. The place that's cold, that stores things in the 1800s. I don't know.
Cold storage?
Yeah, I guess. But no, there's like an old timey word. I just don't remember what it is. Anyways,
Probably.
he opens a pretty heavy door that leads to it, and he does the same thing. Come on.
Sab stops again, does the same thing.
It's fine. You can just go in.
Do you trust him?
Sab just looks at the guy,
Yeah, I've been here before.
just kind of lifts up his mask a little bit so the guy sees he's smiling, but he kind of just
Okay, this is actually where I live. So Is
I'm
this
just
like
gonna
a
stand here.
is this like a weird policy thing, or is this like a you worried I
I
have a
have
trap for you?
I have problems.
I am not smart enough to make traps. I mostly kind of just do what I want, and most of the time it works out for me.
That's what I do.
Friend, please just step into the fridge.
The icebox.
Would you coming with me?
I'm gonna
He grabs the
say
guy and just pulls him in with him, basically.
this does sound like fun, and I don't always like to just put a stop on fun things. Go ahead and roll a fight or move check. A grappling focus if you've got. Brawling, yeah, if you've got it.
Okay. Yeah. So probably forcefully again.
Yep.
Okay. Got it. It's one success.
Okay, and he is going to turn that one success into a critical failure. So, you go to reach out for him, and you slip and fall on the floor. It is tile, and it's very easy to slip on. So you basically collapse on the floor, and he just tries to... Well, he steps over you, back in. Might want to come in.
Dust himself off. The guys went in at this point.
What's that?
Or is he still holding? Did the guy go at this point?
So you kind of collapsed in the doorway. You didn't fall into the entire room.
Okay.
But
So
the door closes automatically. So basically, to dodge the door, you would either have to basically dodge out of the room or into it. So, your choice, I guess. What's that?
The guys Wade has went in already.
Wayne is in. Yes, Wayne is in.
Okay.
Josh, would you mind
Was
turning
in-
down your speakers a little bit? There's kind of like there's some feedback.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
My computer crashed, and so I'm on my phone.
Oh,
which doesn't
okay.
work.
Yeah, that's all good.
Hmm.
Never mind.
If Wade's gone in, then Sab goes in, basically, into the room, just scrambles in, and I guess dusts himself off.
All right. Well,
No.
you all must be Anton's friends.
How do you know Anton? Where did you find him?
I found your friend caked in the snow. Like, right out there, actually. We
It
were
was
just...
like waking up from too much void fiend. Pretty similar to, well, kind of similar to other times I've taken too much.
Well, yeah, but it's not like other Void Fiend, you don't just get off of it.
Well, maybe that's it.
I-
You've taken a lot of it, so... Maybe
That's
you've
true.
worn
I
down
have.
your organs to how it works, I guess.
Hmm.
Wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know.
You lived.
I do feel like there are more people that are squatters that have taken more than you probably ever have here. I don't know. Weird people here and all.
Well, I'm not totally sure how much I've had over the course of my life, but I've also had some other things.
Oh.
Well, I guess I should fill you in then. Right after we got here, we met Joplin. He's one of the protectors that was here with us. One of the ones we were trying to hunt down.
Sparks?
What?
Sparks. The guy you met. His name's Joplin?
Yeah. You mean the guy with the His
Wait.
name's Joplin.
Alright, fair enough. Makes sense, I guess. Is he related to the inventor fellow?
No. It's more of a moniker he's chosen for himself.
Fair enough. That's kind of the same story as me.
We were going to the hotel to get a membership card or I can't remember what they're called. One of the cards that'll get us access to the ski lodge.
Yeah. I've heard about those. You guys are trying to go up then.
We need to get Adley. If there's anyone
Ah,
who know what's going on, it's him or maybe say Blaster. Both of them are up, so we've got to go.
fair
You
enough.
know where she is too? Say Blaster?
Say that again.
You know where Say Blaster is too?
She's in the ski lodge, second level. I'm not exactly convinced she's going to be that help.
Why would she be?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if she was one of the ones who went in the first place.
Well, seems like anyone who made that, if they knew what it did, they had some sort of bad intention for it.
It'd be the sirs. Her and Atlee. I'm thinking. But at any rate, we need to get up there and so Reed and it was Reed and Joplin, right? Just the two of them right now.
Yes, that's right.
So Reed and Joplin are going up to the top of the rupture to let a rope down. Seth's going to climb across to the third story of the Grand Duke, and they're going to get that card.
So, Anton, good to have you back. Do we need to do anything extra from any information that you need us to go, or are we good to just... The plan right now is just to go after Atlee. And I think you'd be good if you were there for that.
I'd like to be there for that.
Okay.
I have no problem with going for Atlee.
Think that's where the
Okay.
broker's going to turn up?
Are you after the broker?
Told him about the broker.
What did you say, Anton?
I was just saying probably
Yeah.
to Seth's question.
Yeah, I am.
Interesting.
Oh, are you?
Nice to meet you. I'm Wayne,
Hi.
as I said.
Well, I heard the name. I've heard I'm wondering about how have you been surviving out here? Joplin's been puzzled, to say the least.
He's been what?
He's been puzzled about it, to say the least.
Well, I'm a pretty good shot, I guess.
But everyone else has been holding up somewhere safe, and
Yeah.
you've been out there. How do you do it?
Well, I hole up every once in a while. This has been my recent abode. I don't have a castle like Joplin has, and I don't have a tower like Mr. Goggles does, but
I'm assuming your looting people has also been helped.
yeah, it just gives me a little bit more ammo.
A little bit more noise, we could hear you coming from a while away.
What's that?
And a little bit more noise, we could hear you coming from a while away.
All right, yeah, I do tend to make a little bit of noise, but that's just the cost.
First what?
So it's a he pulls out of his basically a satchel on his belt, and he opens it, and it's just filled with coins.
Is it a fanny pack?
What's that?
Is it a fanny pack?
No, it's a satchel.
Is it a fanny pack?
It's not a fanny
Old
pack.
time.
He has an ammo belt, so it's literally right next to pistol cartridges.
Fanny
So
pack on it.
Wait, is an ammo belt a fanny pack?
I think it is.
I will kick you out of this game if you say that it is.
All signs point to yes.
No.
That would mean that Seer wears a fanny pack. Just saying.
Sears seems
pretty
like a
funny.
fanny pack kind of guy.
Listen, what is the definition of fanny?
But
Precisely.
Wear it on.
So as
And where does an ammo belt sit? Above your butt.
no, it's
Yes.
above
Okay.
technically
Anyway,
your waist. Well, it's on your waist,
Sav would like.
but
I would like to try an insight check this. Just see if what he's saying sounds correct.
about what exactly?
Fanny pack?
Is he a guy who's just been hiding out and stuff like that? Like, does his story seem to be matching up? I guess more specifically,
Yeah,
he's just seeing like, got anything to worry about,
yeah, sure.
or is he like, that seems pretty legit? Talk cleverly.
Yes. Yeah, talk. Or study.
Okay.
No, talk. Talk.
Yeah, so that just gets complication. That's about it.
No complications for
Sounds
this kind of
about-
thing. All good.
All right.
Seems honest to you. Nothing fishy whatsoever.
Doesn't seem to pick up anything. Okay.
LG asks this guy, so, I mean, I know this guy's, pointing at Sab, deal with the mask, but what's with yours? I mean, we're inside right now. Well, I, need to hide my face a little bit. Because some people want to find me, and I don't know why, as I was just telling your friend Anton here.
Who wants to find you?
Yeah, that's the point. I don't know. Every once in a while, some random person will just start chasing me, trying to flag me down. Well,
What
at
do they
least,
look like?
oh, this, that, and everything. They were. Sometimes it was, it was a charter marshal, or it was, let's see, a reporter, or, one time I just went in to get a drink, and the bartender just goes all around the bar and just starts chasing me. And, normally you can assume it's just part of something else, like maybe I'm wanted by the authorities or something like that, but they're just relentless. And I've checked at least charter marshal resources as well as what are they called again? Action field bounties. I'm not on any of them, so some random group of people just wants to get a hold of me for some reason. And I don't like that.
Maybe you're famous.
Yeah, maybe. Although,
Famous.
most of the time, famous people aren't chased down.
Maybe you're infamous.
Yeah.
But then again, if I was, wouldn't there be wanted posters?
Well, if there's no
Yeah,
official bounty, maybe showing some in your face would actually help us to identify why you're even being chased.
Well, you don't need to identify.
You
Another
from where are you from? You're from anywhere interesting?
Yeah, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't know where you're from?
Nope. Don't
You
remember my name.
You have a family?
Not that I remember.
Really? You don't remember a family?
Yep.
Do you what's your earliest memory?
And the broker stole the rest of them.
Oh. Okay, cool. Alright. Okay, so that's why you're hanging out. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it
Cool.
seems like
Well,
Parker doesn't just take hands.
What did
Takes
he-
everything.
What's that?
What did he offer you? The broker.
He was gonna save the life of my partner. Him, I do remember.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, it is in the past now. Well, it's gonna mean something real soon. I'm here to kill him. So,
Then I think our interests align. That's good.
I think
yeah,
on the subject of where the broker's going to show up, it is possible, from what I've heard, that he's going to show up near someone he's marked. So
perfect.
if the two of us are together, there's a pretty decent chance he's going to show up wherever we are. We're
Yeah.
close by. Not sure exactly how that works.
Yeah. Well,
Sounds like we'll be sticking together then.
Wayne,
Yes.
can you trust us are involved in whatever this is to hunt you down?
What's that?
Can you trust that we're not a part of whatever this grand conspiracy to hunt you down?
Not entirely. I mean, I'm very comfortable with this thing still on, and it's not really pertinent right now, so.
I'd like to see the faces of the people I'm dealing with. You can tell a lot from someone's face.
Exactly. That's why I want to keep it hidden. You really put the pin on the issue there.
You have something to hide.
Yeah, I do. I just explained that. Okay, so people have been chasing me down.
I understand that part.
Uh-huh.
But we're not those people. We're not chasing. Yeah, even though we're stuck in a fridge, it would be a very, very easy time to do it.
What's that?
If we wanted to chase you down, now would be the time to do it. Stuck in a fridge.
Where you have me pinned and outnumbered.
And yet, we're just talking. Funny, isn't it?
Well, because I have the mask on. Maybe if you recognized me or something, you'd be like, oh, now we've got him.
Are you? Is it kind of just like? Does it just feel like just the randomest of people? Doesn't feel like it's anyone in particular.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's accurate.
Okay. And you're not particularly ugly, right?
Well, I'd certainly hope not.
Okay.
I love the
will
idea.
also-
Get that guy, he's ugly! Stop that man!
Yes, we just instinctively attack him.
We'll also say if you were going to reveal your face to anyone, now would be the best time. You'd have to be pretty petty to actually try to chase and pin someone down when you're in here. We'd be much more likely to want the help than want to pin you down.
Well, I mean, I know our interests are aligned, but just a personal preference issue. You can see my eyes, and if I've learned anything about getting to know a person, it's if you can look into their eyes, then you can learn a lot. You don't need the mouth.
That looks into his eyes very intensely.
Make an intuition check. Get a sense of this guy.
Is it a study or is it a talk?
Talk.
He just
Okay,
really,
talk.
really wants to keep this
Okay.
mask on, and I feel like this is turning it towards me.
2 successes. Oddly enough.
What's
That
that?
gets 2 successes.
2 successes.
Two
All right. This is a man who is on the run. You know that. It's also a man who does not stop running. He has been moving for quite a long time, and frankly, even this conversation is probably the longest one he's had in quite some time.
Does he have the calves of a runner?
He is wearing pants,
So am I.
and he
Anyway.
can't tell that you have the calves of a runner.
Fair enough.
And you see just a hint in those eyes of the confusion he was talking about, of losing his memories. He doesn't really know who he is. There you go. There's 2
Wayne?
successes. Yes.
How about you deal with us?
What's that?
How about you make a deal with us?
Depends on what's in it for me.
If we help you kill the broker, like you're trying to do, is that enough for you to trust us and take up the mask? Just for a minute.
Whoa. We're not going to hunt down the broker and he's just going to remove his mask. We get the reward money. You don't get the reward money.
You didn't even mention the reward money.
Because I think and notice things, and that's something I noticed about Mr. Frequency Killer, is that everyone wants him dead. Or
This guy's the frequency
Find
killer too?
yeah,
we-
well,
we-
Discussion.
now we can kill him, and there is no any conscience to be hard.
Would
Anyway,
there have been if he wasn't, and he just
No, there wouldn't have been.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. But now there's less. And more specifically, the officials will not look badly on it.
Well, listen, Wayne, we'll help you kill him. We'll help you get your personal revenge and hopefully get your memories back.
Uh-huh.
That wants his reward money. And we'll get to see your face for 1 minute.
That is a trash deal. And I've heard a lot of trash deals. Listen, if the broker appears, I know the guy. Listen, I know you're not just going to talk with him. We've got him on the run. Anton especially is not just going to let that guy go. You have basically in that deal just taken everything for yourself. The broker's going to die no matter what. I know he's going to turn up here. But I'm going to kill him. No, I don't care for the reward money that much. You could claim that if you want. I do believe it will be just to split it. But you can take it if you want, I guess.
Okay.
Here's my thing.
You
I am much more likely to just completely run away from you all and never see you again after we kill the broker, because you all are so dead set at seeing what's behind my mask. It's a little disconcerting. Almost like you're the kind of person that wants me.
Oh. Well, I mean,
Could not be less interested.
I-
Anton just asked to see your face, so I'm trying to help him.
What's that?
you
Oh, he could not be less interested. I'm just helping Anton because he has to see your face.
Oh. Well, why do you want to see my face?
he has a face
He's a
mask
portraitist.
thing.
Oh, yeah, he offered to
going
draw me.
on. Yeah, he
You
has
just-
a. He's weird.
You're just that
Sorry.
dead set on... You sure it's not like you paint my portrait and then you distribute it around the entire aisles to figure out who I am? That's actually a good idea. That would narrow down. Huh. I mean, my hope is that my memories will come back with the broker dead.
Well,
All right, how about this? You help us out. Maybe you even come to where Atlee is, because I feel like the broker is. I mean, he chose to come to this place, and I feel like Atlee probably someone he wants to meet.
They created him. So
Whatever. I mean, everyone wants to go home.
You mean the doctor that made all the squatters? You made the broker?
that's what you said.
Yeah.
Man, you guys really should have made a deal with information. I might have actually given
What
you
was that?
something. You should have made a deal with information.
Yeah.
That's what you had.
Oh,
I've been learning
there
all
you
sorts
go.
of things
Now,
today.
You come with us. You show up with Atlee.
Yep.
We all introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
We all have a nice little conversation.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully it's not nasty. We figure out a way to cure everyone here, and we possibly have some ways of doing that, maybe with Atlee's help. And if Atlee says no, meh.
I mean, he seems like a vile enough person. I'm all good for taking
Yeah.
him down, too. Probably has a bounty on his head.
Awesome. Cool. Awesome. Okay. All right. And then, if we, happen to come across the broker, we beat him, and if that happens or something like that, or just if you want, maybe if your memories aren't coming back, Anton can draw you. There's only one person there. You can we can do a whole I'll grab Anton and him not watching or whatever when you take off your mask, or I'm in another room, and then we can stop him in case he does want to arrest you or whatever. And then you get the answers you want, possibly, or not. And then also you can not have your weird little thing happen.
I missed pretty much all of that. I'm completely lost.
Okay. The long and short of it is we'll team up, we'll help each other out. If at some time you think that maybe if I got my portrait done would be a good idea, you can talk to Anton about that. Someone like me or someone like that can be outside the room. If a scuffle starts, You just cover your face, yell, I run in, I grab Anton, pull him off, and then while I'm pulling him off and beating him up or whatever, you run away, and then problem solved.
Why
But
would
first,
Anton
let's
be
focus on.
attacking Wayne?
What's that?
Did you just attack?
Why would Anton be attacking Wayne?
Huh? Why would you be attacking me?
Assuming that he does
It's
have a face
ugly.
that's recognizable. Look, I'm not the sort to attack anyone, and I'm not the sort to really try to cash in on bounties or anything either.
Yes. Anyway,
Frankly,
So,
I'm
that's
not
the
even
plan.
certain he's the sort who could if he tried.
That's also fair.
oh, that actually is very true. I would know. from Personal
And of all the
experience.
people,
Anton,
might
I
be
hate to
fast,
break
but
this
you
to you.
seem to be
If
pretty fast
you go-
too.
Yeah.
Wait, so Mr. Wayne, I'm not exactly certain why
Wait,
we're trying to hunt you down.
That's not important. That's a side thing. We'll
I
talk
wasn't
about
even
that later.
planning on hunting you down. Neither were any of the rest of us. The only reason we're here with you is because you approached us.
I did, and I probably saved your friend's life.
And we're very appreciative of that. All I'm trying to tell you.
Rosen,
Oh no!
she's
Guess
dead.
we'll never know.
Wow.
She is probably out of power. That's my guess.
okay.
So she'll probably be on phone in a bit, I think. Um,
During this, I think probably Sab will eventually be like, "Yeah, this has been a lovely conversation, but I probably need to go check and see if they need me." So I'm gonna go find a window and see if there's a rope hanging from the building. And then
all right. Best of luck for that. All right. Yes. Now is probably a good time to go over to our two friends in the Rupture Hotel. So, Joplin is leading the way inside, and he's still being very stealthy. Before you go in, is there anything you want to say to him? Before masks are on and stuff.
It's a place where we can talk like relatively safely for a minute.
Not necessarily right out. You can try whispering, but I'll make you roll a check for it.
We're going to the hotel.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to say anything until we're in the room we're going to.
All right. Okay. So, as you enter this room, it is the whole spa and resort that the Rupture is there's not quite a classical era in Dishonored, but there is the pre-insular civilization. This whole resort is kind of themed after that, so there's a bunch of like marble columns and weird stone
Neoclassical
steps.
architecture.
Yes, absolutely neoclassical. Yep. And as soon as you step into the hotel, it is literally steam is just pouring through, which is weird because you're just at the welcome desk. You're not in the sauna. So this entire building is filled with fumes. And you all do have your masks on, so I'm not going to make you roll any checks for it. This is a pretty smart idea. Gas masks, they help. There are a pretty wide amount of squatters in here. And stealth is going to be still pretty hard, mainly because of the fact that you don't have the blizzard anymore, and sight is a little bit easier to do in this environment. It's also very well lit, so you can see through all of it. It strangely looks like it's in pretty good condition. Doesn't seem to me that, like, oh no, there's no janitorial staff anymore. How do they keep this clean? It's very clean. But walking in, you just get a gesture to you to just keep going and follow him. So, there are just 3 floors of this resort. I am going to make you do a stealth roll for each floor. So first floor is going to be, let's say, difficulty of 5. This is, you can see a lot of them, and you're still
Per
trying to
person?
find your way. Total, cumulative.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm going to add momentum to that.
All right. So's he.
Oh, I got 5 successes.
5. All right, no momentum gained, but you passed. What'd you roll?
3, 4, 8.
Superb. He rolled 3 successes, I believe. So, wow, good job. All right. So you very quickly head up the stairs to the first floor, which looks to be the first set of rooms. Well, sorry, second floor. I guess this is not the ground floor. There are squatters ambling around in the rooms themselves. But they don't seem to have noticed you. Roll another stealth check. You're going to have to advance through the entire hallway to get
What's
to
the
next stairs.
difficulty?
Difficulty this time is just a 4.
Okay, just a 4.
Yep.
Are you?
He rolled a 15 and a 20.
I rolled a 20. I got 1 success and a 20.
All right. So he rolled 1 success. So that's 2 successes total. And a 20. So 2 complications. So yours, I will say, is... Let's see. Stealth complication. What do you have on your person right now? Inventory. Sleep darts, crossbow.
You call them the choke dust grenades. I have
Yep.
4 of those.
Yep.
And I have my apple slicer, my orange juicer, and 2 elixirs.
Okay, so you've got you said your orange juicer.
Yes.
And what fruits?
I left the fruit on the airship.
Okay,
But
all
I
right.
have an apple slicer.
An apple slicer. All right. So, correct me if this is not what you would do, but as you're advancing through this hallway, both the apple slicer and the orange juicer stumble onto the ground before you. Joplin is just like, what?
Well, they'd be in his satchel that he carries. So, like, the satchel could, like, catch on something and maybe knock something out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, let's say it hits a doorknob of one of the many rooms here. And I'll actually just say just the apple slicer falls out and hits the ground. And it doesn't make that too much of a noise. But as you bend over to pick it up, Joplin was still moving because he's just like, we don't need it, let's just move on. He bumps into you. You don't trip or anything.
he was in front.
What's that? Oh, yeah, he was.
I thought-
That's right. Yeah. Good point. Dang it. Yes, okay. So you drop it and stop moving. Bending down to pick it up. He is wondering why you stopped, turns around, and his entire giant pack hits the wall, and you hear a...
Reed is going to grab the nearest door and try to get into the room.
It is locked.
Right.
You can try to...
No, I'm not going to try. I'm not going
Alright.
to try anything if it's locked. I
Yep,
need to get in quietly.
Yeah, you failed the, you both failed the stealth check, so... It's a tight hallway. It's a little hard to just avoid being seen. You would see... Wow, just rolled a d20 to determine how many squatters were on this floor. 3. So, even if it was a 20, I wouldn't say all 20 of them notice you. Don't worry about it. 3 seem to notice you, and one of them starts picking up running.
Toward us?
Yes. And one weird thing about this is this guy actually has a gun in his hand. He's still running towards you with it, and you can slowly see he starts to aim it, but we're going to roll initiative first. So go ahead and roll a move quickly check. No focus is applied. No focus is for them either.
1 success.
What's the number on the success?
7.
Okay. All right. The closest squatter to you rolled a natural 1. So, unless...
Is he the one with the gun?
What's that?
Is he the one with the gun?
Yep. So unless Joplin rolls 3 successes on this, he's going first.
Is he coming to us from the front or the back? Is he coming to us from in front of the hallway or behind?
Front.
Oh, so Joplin's first in the line of fire.
Yep, that's right. Joplin was close. He rolled a 2, which is not a critical success, unfortunately. And an 18, which is a failure. So order's going to be 2 of the... gun guy, then Jacob Reed, then 2 other squatters, and then finally Joplin. He is slow. Oof. Wait, no, he rolled a 2. Wait a sec. Okay, no. He's right after gun guy, then you, then 2 other squatters. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, that squatter is going to approach Joplin and is going to fire the pistol, not at point blank, but pretty close to him. Difficulty of... I'll say it's 2 because it's so close. As you all are trying to be as stealthy as possible, as quiet as possible, you know that the report of a pistol will absolutely blow your cover. But you know what will not blow your cover is when the hammer falls down and you just hear click. Misfired. Natural 20.
We are so lucky.
Yeah. Yep. That's its turn. Joblin is going to draw his electrified knife and just charge... Wait, no. Yeah, he is going next because he rolled a 2. What's that?
Don't kill him.
Reed's gonna call out behind him, as semi quietly, but
He's right next to you, so yeah, you can do that.
Okay. Yeah.
He's just going to
Don't
say,
kill him.
no options. That is 2 successes. Oh, wait.
Can I
These things
blink?
can resist.
Can I blink? While he's doing this.
Not to interrupt,
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
There are
Okay.
some void powers that you can use to interrupt, but not just blink.
Okay.
Yeah, wow, that's that's 1 momentum gain for Joplin. And 0 successes on the resist for the squatter. So he does stab it in the torso, and it's hard to tell if it kills it because you could just see the squatter just kind of shudder a little bit at being electrified and then fall to the ground. So he kind of did a... I like to think that this is what Corvo does a lot, is you can hit enemies with an actual lethal attack and then stun them much easier. It's weird. So he hit him with a knife, which is a pretty bad wound, but then the electricity knocked him out. So first guy is down. That is Joplin's turn, however. What are you
Is
doing?
it reached?
It is indeed.
Where the location of the other two waters?
Directly behind the zapped one.
Reed is going to blink in front of Joplin,
Okay.
and he's going to try to non-lethally knock out the next two.
All right. With melee attacks?
Yeah.
All right. That is going to be
He's got enough experience, like with martial arts and stuff and brawling, that he's probably experienced, like knows kind of where to punch someone relatively to be more likely to knock them out.
That
And
is true.
He's also wearing his what do you call them?
Oh, yeah. The knuckle dusters, or the brass knuckles.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would indeed normally be the case, but the Dishonored rules are very specific about a non-lethal attack on an aware enemy. So difficulty is going to start at 2, and then will increase based on the contested roll. So basically,
Well, in that case, I'm going to blink just in front of Joplin, and I'm going to just try. Well, never mind. We'll just go with that.
you can still try
I-
it.
I'm going to go in front, and I'm going to kick Joplin's knee to try to knock him down.
Joplin?
Yeah,
I mean,
and
all
then
right.
I'm gonna. I get like three melee attacks with my brawl. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit Joplin first to knock him down, and then I'm gonna turn on the squatters.
Before you do that, you can still do that. I just wanted to address something. I actually realized that I was a bit wrong with the rules. The difficulty of 2 actually applies to if you want to choke someone out. That's what it'll be, unless you have the strong arms bone charm. But basically, what you can do is, if you just reduce an enemy's hit points to 0 with the knuckle dusters, they're not dead.
Okay.
So you could just do regular attacks. Do you happen to know what the damage of your brass knuckles are?
2.
Okay. So I can't tell you the stress points of the enemy. So that would be something you have to find out yourself.
I think how far in front of him is Joplin?
It's about 5 feet away from the one that Joplin just stabbed.
Okay. I'm actually gonna take my satchel and like try to swing it around and catch Joplin's knees with it and knock him down. If that's like swing it around, catch his feet, and pull it out.
All right, that's going to be incredibly difficult. You can try
then,
though.
Is there any other way to knock him down? Because I will blink if I have to, but that tends to draw a lot of attention.
Yeah.
It's kind of sparkly.
I will say the rules with Flourish is that it only makes seeing you easier. So it just means that the only ones that are in visual range will probably see you. It's only 2 right now, so it's not the biggest risk.
I'm just gonna blink in front of Joplin and kick his knee out from in front of him,
All
and
right.
then turn around and hit the squatters.
All right. Okay. So go ahead and roll an attack against Joplin.
Right.
You blink
Do I
and
get a surprise attack on him at all?
I will allow it. I'm going to subtract a 1 from his resist roll. He rolled 1 success, so 0.
2 successes.
2? Okay.
Mhm.
Go ahead and take 2 momentum as you punch him in the knee, and he just screams out in pain.
Well, it was actually a kick, but it was with the
Oh,
sole
yeah.
of my foot that still has a. It was the. It
Steel
was
tipped.
with the foot that still has a sole on it.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. All right. So you kick him with with your left foot, and he screams in pain as you. Did you just break his leg? Is that what you're trying to do?
No, I'm trying to knock him down
Oh
so
yeah,
that he
yeah.
so that he like loses a turn or whatever.
All
Just
right, yeah. Yep, yeah. He's on the ground. He just go ouch, just falling on the ground.
and then I'm gonna try to do an uppercut on the first squatter.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack roll. He will try to resist it. Oof. Okay. It's one success for
Three.
the squatter.
3.
All right, go ahead and get 2 momentum. All right. Whew. Okay. So, with that, okay, here's the thing. I won't tell you the stress points, but I will say that one attack of 2 stress is not enough to bring it down. But you did technically just get 2 momentum. I will allow you to immediately convert that into more damage.
How much more damage?
1 stress point per. You know what? No, 2 stress points per momentum.
I will inflict 2 more damage for 1 momentum.
Okay, it's down.
Okay. And then with my last attack, I will hit the last, whatchamacallit, squatter.
Yep. You technically have. Oh yeah. One more attack. Yep.
2 more successes.
All right, and the squatter resisting. What are the numbers on those successes?
14 and 9.
14 and 9. Unfortunately, the squatter is going to resist this one. Rolled 2 successes. So, you go in to give it an uppercut, and this man, squatter, just basically goes straight for your neck. He's a pretty big guy. Not abnormally large or anything, but very quickly, just in a rage, just goes for your neck. I won't say it's a grapple. Yeah, this is more flavor than an actual attack. The attack will come next turn.
Okay.
Or his turn, technically. This is just me describing the dodge as best as I could.
Okay.
He is going to try to attack. You can resist this.
3 successes.
3. Okay. Go ahead and take 1 momentum for this.
All right.
Man, you guys are really pulling up the momentum. I'm a little worried about this. Okay. With that, you do stop the attack as this thing is still making noise, but you do make sure you grab its hand so that it doesn't actually grab a hold of your neck. It is your turn.
Right.
Well, technically it's Joplin's, but he gets up. That's it. So though he is on the ground, Joplin will spend his movement to get up, and he is going to try to shoot this thing with his gun.
Standing in between him and the thing.
Yeah, he's going to try anyways.
Okay. Quiet.
All right, yep, that is...
He's gonna shoot a gun in here.
You haven't really seen his gun before.
Okay.
So, you would actually see... Well, first you would hear just a brief little... It sounds a bit like your grappling hook, actually, when it goes off. Except there's something a little bit different as you hear a small electric charge traveling past you. It's... I don't know if you've ever been to the Science Museum where they have that, like, ball where you put your hands on and you don't actually feel anything really, and your hair goes up. That's the case with
Okay.
you. In fact, your hair actually, unless you're wearing a hat or a hood or something like that, your hair would get
He's wearing
little.
a hood.
Ah, he's wearing a hood. Dang it. Your hair underneath the hood would get frizzy as this small projectile just goes past you and it just envelops the room with lightning, it looks like. Except very small. It goes past you, directly over the squatter's head, but the squatter just slumps down right in front of you.
Reed is going to check his vitals to see if he's still alive really quick.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make a tinker medicine check. Carefully.
1 success.
He seems to have a pulse. It might be a bit irregular, but he's got one.
I'm gonna run and check the other one that got stabbed.
Wait, I'm sorry. I forgot a bit about how Joplin works. There is no pulse.
There's no pulse.
Nope.
Reed's gonna stand up with his back to Joplin, and then he's gonna turn around really quick and grab Joplin by his like shirt or coat or whatever he's got on, and like push him up against the wall.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll for this. No surprise on this. You kicked him in the leg earlier.
Yeah.
Brawling focus.
I'm gonna re-roll that one. 4 successes.
All right. He rolled 2. So, wait, you use momentum?
Yeah.
Okay, so no momentum on that one. All right. You successfully pin him to the wall. Makes a bit of a thump. Before you, before you do that, he just says, "What the void was with that? I didn't do anything to you." And he is, an aggressive whisper. But then,
Yeah.
you were able to pin him against the wall.
Reed is going to aggressively whisper back. Like, I'm going to say this louder than Reed would be saying it because
Okay.
just so the mic can pick me up.
All good?
But we're not supposed to kill them. These are people.
Not anymore.
You don't know that.
I do. Listen. The more that won't get back up, the much easier this is going to be. It's not like you can throw them in prison or anything. If you just knock them out, they're going to be up again in an hour and trying to kill you again. There's no...
Hear them.
Did you see that guy? He's dead. I mean,
Thanks to you.
he was actually pointing at the one that you punched, technically. Listen,
We don't know that.
I'm not a doctor, but I know enough about medicine. Listen, he hasn't eaten anything or drunk anything in 2 months. That kills people. The only thing making this man moving are the drugs within his veins. That's all I'm killing. That's not a man. And if you keep treating them like this, pulling your punches, it's going to end you. And I won't be sorry.
Years ago, I wasn't pulling my punches. And that was what was destroying me. Destroying everyone around me.
They're not people anymore.
How do you know that?
Because they've been trying to kill me for 2 months. And because they don't have anything human remaining in them. They're just savage.
We're not going to kill any more of them. If you try to kill any more of them, I will scream and bring the whole lot of them down on us. I can blink away. What can you do? How's that for cannon fodder?
I'm not pulling my punches. Do it. I don't have
Reed is
anything
gonna.
left to
Reed,
lose.
neither do I.
What are you gonna do?
Reed is gonna punch him.
All right. Go ahead and roll a brawl check. He's contesting it.
2 successes.
What's that?
2 successes.
He rolls 3. That was a natural 1 and a 10. He has no focus
Alright.
in brawling, so that there's no other way he's going to get a critical success. So that was a very lucky roll from him.
All right, then Reed's gonna try headbutting him. Actually, no, we both have masks on. Never mind. He's gonna use his knee and try to kick him in the thigh/groin area with his knee.
All right, yeah, go ahead. This will be your last attack, though. I am counting the
Okay.
pin as an attack.
Okay. 3 successes.
No, were those all natural?
Yeah.
Okay.
No
3
momentum.
momentum. He rolled none.
Okay. I'm just adding 2 because I'm at 6 momentum right now.
Yep.
So,
Adding
All
2
right.
damage. Is that a kick with the boot or a kick with the knee? You said knee
kick
him,
with the
right?
knee.
All right.
Knee.
Okay. So, you do, in fact, kick him in the groin, and he does bowl over a little bit towards you. And he falls towards the ground. That was a pretty powerful kick. Ugh.
Is he still conscious?
No, yeah, he is. He is just. You can see he's trying to hold in screams, basically.
Did those squatters come out of a room anywhere?
It looks like one of them did.
Okay. I am going to drag him to that room. And
As you reach out to do this, he turns back. He was faking it. So, as you reach out, it is his turn.
all right.
He is going to hit at something on the back of his pack. I'm going to need you to make a survive check. Resilience focus.
Okay. I'm going to add 2 momentum to this.
All right. Difficulty will be... Difficulty will be 3.
I'm going to re-roll that with
Okay.
wait point.
All right.
2 successes.
Okay. He flips a switch on the back of his pack, and the electricity doesn't go from the barrel of his gun this time. It goes from the pack itself in this massive discharge of electricity. It's a lot. And it goes around, too. You can... Well, I was going to say you could see it, but you don't really see anything except a flash before you go unconscious. All right. So, we're going to swap back to the other group for now. Sab was heading out, but I think Wayne did have one more thing to say to you all. He's just going to say, listen, can you all just give me a reason why you want to see the face, or why you really want to paint my portrait?
Yeah. It might actually be helpful for you anyway, so maybe this will convince you. If I can draw your face, I'll learn something about you. Might be something you don't know.
Do you mind explaining how that works a little bit? Is that like a... Oh, wait. Nope. Never mind. Yeah, how does that work?
It's hard to say. I don't know the specifics of what happens. I just know it's like information coming straight from the void, sort of.
No. No, 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 no. The same thing didn't...
He's telling the truth.
Wait, no, no, no. No, that's not... I don't doubt that. I believe him. Were you marked after the broker, too?
Yes.
Really? So which one gives the patent power?
Wait, 2?
I was marked by the daredevil.
And that's the one of,
Feed?
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Wayne, what did he mean by 2? Which one?
Is she trustworthy?
Well, yeah.
It doesn't sound too confident.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Anton.
I trust her, but you obviously don't know her, so that's kind of relative.
It's true. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm marked by the gambler.
I hate that guy. Well, not him, but never mind. I had a run-in with one guy. He was annoying. Sorry,
Sab, you're
Yeah.
not in the room right now. I'm sorry.
Never mind. So,
Could I see the mark?
What's that?
Could I see the mark?
Yeah, sure, why not? It's on my face. He pulls off the glove, and it is the mark of the daredevil. Levi, did you
The
ever...
gambler?
Or, yeah, the gambler, sorry. Did you ever send those marks that you made for the different outsiders?
I sent them to you.
Send them to the entire chat. They're awesome. Or
I'm having trouble like tracking down which ones are the final
oh
versions.
yeah, that's
No,
fair.
no,
Was
no, no.
weird.
You sent me those the other day. Those were the final ones, weren't they? They looked good.
They were the ones I think were the final ones, but I wasn't sure about a couple of them.
I mean, they looked
Because I
good.
basically went by which ones looked the most edited to be finished, and there were a couple that were like 2 versions that were similar but not exactly the same. So I just picked one of them, and I forget which one was the actual final.
Well, if you just send the references, if Spencer notices that they're not the same ones, he can comment on it. But I think other than that, they're probably right.
Probably. At least most of them.
Also, we do not need to end early because of my cold. I think I should be good. My throat is getting a little dry, but that's just because I probably need some more water. So we might take a break in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Would that be in the references?
Comment on it, but I think
Yeah, go ahead and put it in. Yes, references.
Probably. Okay.
also, Spencer, when you move to
we not need to end.
sorry, when you move to Discord, it can't see you on stream. Just to let you know.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Lol.
There's things in OBS we can figure out later. We'll deal with that later.
Yeah. I hate GMing and streaming at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. I don't have anything to hide. It's not like anybody can figure
I mean,
out
this
where
is
I
like our
live.
next to last one before,
Yeah, in person.
right? Which is going to be amazing. I'm so excited to be back in the same room with you guys.
Me too.
Yes.
Which one is which one is the gambler again? It's this one,
The
right?
third one. It's the third one.
I
Yeah.
wish that would show. Ugh. Yes, the third one.
Yeah. I have them
Okay.
like labeled theoretically.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
no.
It does show.
So that is the mark on his hand. That he shows you right now.
Here's another reference. That's important.
I think I might have a couple of them from when you sent them a couple days ago.
That might be helpful.
Let
I
me
don't
see
have
if I
all
can
of
find
them. I don't have
I
all
have
of
like
them in my file.
6 of them or something, so I think I already put the other 2 where I needed them.
All right.
Actually, I think they overlap with. Oh, no, wait, there's a new one. Oh, no, you just got it. Never mind.
Oh no. Where's the last one?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 2 more, right?
Oh, is there 2 more?
I know
Oh,
the
there is 2
diplomat
more.
is one of them because that's always the one I look for.
What's the other one?
Other one. Have you got the pugilist yet?
No, I don't have the pugilist. That's one of
That's
the
the
ones I
other
don't-
one.
Do I have it? Let me see.
We could probably figure out more of this later.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
That's all good.
The relevant ones are in there now, I think. The ones that are being shown right now. And the one that Reed would know.
Yeah, I'd like to study that. Just well, not study that, but like remember it.
All right. Sure. He kind of just go ahead and make a study check for that. He's not gonna be like memorize it, remember
Right,
it.
and I'm not like grabbing his hand like let me look at that.
Yeah. So yeah, go ahead and make a check for that.
I just want to remember it.
Yeah, sure.
Cleverly,
Yeah, study.
perception.
Carefully. Sorry. Details.
Okay.
Details.
But perception.
Yeah.
Cool. That one's cocked. That one's critical.
All right.
So 2 successes.
You'll
but that's the
remember
crit.
this. Yep. You got it.
Nice. Okay. Helpful for later, maybe. I don't know. So, what can you do?
I'm lucky.
Well, sure, but like, what does that mean?
Well, the best way I can define it is typically whenever anything involves chance, it goes and it can go well. Well, I actually, it's not, it's weird. I don't quite control it as much as I've heard other powers do. A lot of passives, but things like your friend back there that was very insistent on being gentlemanly. He slipped. I think that was because he had some bad luck being around me.
So, was that a
It
choice?
affects the
Or
look.
is there just anyone around you get bad luck?
Not anyone around me. People trying to do things to me that I don't want to, though, typically.
So everyone's luck goes your way.
Yeah. Not always, though. It's not like I'm not perfectly lucky. I mean, I'm here.
That's fairly useful.
It is. And, I mean, I can kind of... are you all familiar with the whole blink thing?
Yeah.
I can do that, but I don't know where
What
I go.
limitation?
You don't know where you go?
Yeah, it's completely random.
Oh,
It's close, but you just don't know where close. Not the best for sneaking around. You could end up right exactly where you want to. Or you could end up right in front of the guy you're trying to hide from. Gotta roll the dice.
Like, what does the gambler look like?
What's that?
What does the gambler look like?
Bit older than me. Killer sideburns.
how old are you?
I'm, I'm 18. 18.
Inside check.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make it. Hidden difficulties.
I don't think I got anything.
Okay. Yeah, he's 18.
Cool.
Did he say anything specific about why it was he chose you?
He said I drew the right hand.
Of course
He's
he did.
he leads into the theming. He's great though. I'd like to talk a little bit more about him, but kind of sworn to secrecy on some of the things that go on there.
It's okay, it's just a matter of professional curiosity.
I totally heard you say a matter of pervasion curiosity. He's like, what's that?
Professional.
Aha, I hear. I see. Okay.
Given I might be able to give you information about yourself, would you mind if just I saw your face?
I trust you, Anton.
Just believe.
And I can give you all a little puzzle if you're actually eager to figure out a little bit about who I am. The name Wayne. I. That's definitely not my name, but there is a semi. I have this blurry memory. One of the few that actually takes place before. He's not that Western. Before this. Before the broker took my memory. Uh, it's a letter. It's. I don't know. I just remember letters. So I remember the letters that are in my name in a different order. The order is. Let's see. W. Y. A. And then further down. I N. Wait, no, there's no I. Wait. What am I forgetting? This is weird.
E.
E. Yes. So E N. I will actually. He'll pull something out of his notebook, and it looks a little bit like a gang of hangman or a game of hangman, where just those letters are on it.
Can you show that to us or send us a reference?
That will be later, unfortunately. I do not have that ready
Fair
right
enough.
now.
Did
Sure.
you?
This is like the most exciting thing that's happened since cracking the code.
Yeah.
Good to hear that there's more things you can have fun with.
The rest of us to leave, we can just, is it safe out there?
In the restaurant?
Yeah.
Should be. Sometimes
Well,
squatters will come in.
if you hear pounding on the door and screaming, please let us back in.
Sounds good.
LG, great.
Oh yeah, they're here. Yeah, they'll tag along.
Yeah. So we'll go wait outside.
All right. So he is. Basically going to. As soon as you leave, and he gives you a little bit of time, he pulls the bandana down. There's not much I can describe more. He's young, and he does have a mouth. No beard, no facial hair. I'll send you the reference. And then he pulls it back up.
Cool.
Well, you're not chasing me, so that's good.
Do I recognize him at all? Does he
No.
look at all familiar?
You know what? Roll a study check. Not perception. What focuses do you have that would relate to study, if any?
Mm. Mm. The only ones that could ever relate to study that I can think of are void lore and poison.
Okay, none of those will apply. So, yeah, just go ahead and roll a study carefully check. Difficulty of 5.
I am not going to get it.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay. Yep, you have no idea who this guy is.
You're not well known enough that I know about you, so you're at least not as infamous as you might be worried about.
Well, good. But I'm also not famous, which is fine. Neither famous nor infamous. No, I know it's infamous. All right. I don't always. I hate to do this, but right now I need to do some dice rolls for just Joplin.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, Sab, waiting by the restaurant window and taking a look as best you can through the storm. Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Nothing.
You can't see anything. You're going to probably have to get closer if you need to see if anyone's on the roof.
Alright, he probably just steps outside, moves a little bit over just to see if he can get a better view.
All right, roll a sneak check and then another perception check. Move quietly. Stealth.
Okay. He gets nothing again.
On the stealth check or the perception check?
Nothing on the stealth.
What's
Nothing
that?
on the stealth. Nothing on the stealth.
Okay.
Okay. With the view. Okay, he gets one success. Yeah.
All right. So, you start to see in the distance, look at the roof, and you can just barely see a silhouette on the roof, just waving. Just barely.
Okay.
And as soon as you lock eyes on that, you feel something behind you try to tackle you to the ground. So go ahead and make a brawling check. Whatever you roll is going to be -1 because this is a surprise attack.
Okay. Can you use swiftly to just to try and move away?
Unfortunately not. This is
Okay.
well, what is it then?
I guess be forcefully.
No, swiftly. Yeah. I'll allow swiftly.
Okay. Swiftly, and then brawling also.
Yep.
Okay. All right, that is a critical success, and actually, wait a second. Oh, that's actually 3 successes. Let me make sure that's correct. Yes. Yay! Being good at fighting.
All right. So
Boys.
that is enough to basically quickly dodge out of the way as this squatter just dives and yells. It is just a scream of rage as this thing falls. And cakes into the snow. It was trying to tackle you, and you dodge it. But it is slowly getting up, and you can quickly see there are 4 more surrounding you.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Okay, Sab moves back towards the door that he basically came in by.
Mm-hmm.
He basically just opens it and kind of pulls out, I guess, stun baton, and he just kind of sets it up so that they can only come at him, he kind of, his back's defensible and he can kind of retreat and stuff. So he just moves to kind of get into a good position. And he's
Back
basically
up
just
against the wall. Back up against the wall?
No, he moves so that he's back into the doorway. So basically he can
He goes
leave.
inside.
All right, best way to say it is he goes to the door, he opens it, and
Yeah.
he just stands.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
At this time, the rest of you that left so that Anton could see Wayne would be able to basically Would see Sab open the door, and four squatters charging for him. So,
What's he doing?
because they are right next to each other, they are all charging you simultaneously. And I don't know if this is how pack tactics work for kobolds in D&D, but they are all going to attack cumulatively. They're not going to like stand back while they will try to mob you.
It's like a swarm of rats.
What's that?
It's like a swarm of rats. Like they tag together.
They do.
Hmm.
This isn't necessarily because they're coordinating. It's just because they're all going to attack. Yeah. All right. So go ahead and make a brawling check. This is just to defend against their attack.
Right. Right, swiftly. I'm just gonna use a void point on that one.
Okay.
No. I say.
You
I
did
say.
what?
I'm using a void point to basically re-roll that. So.
Okay.
Okay, that's better. He gets 2 successes.
Okay. I will not make them get momentum for this sort of thing, but they rolled 3, which means one of them is going to... It's hard to block all the attacks of all 3 of them, so one of them goes in and tries to punch you straight into the stomach, and does. So, deals 1 stress point of damage.
Hmm.
It is your turn.
All right, Sab just pulls out his stun baton. All right, my turn, and he goes at basically to hit one with the stun baton.
Okay.
All right, wait. All right, he gets a critical success.
Okay.
Yeah. Technically, yeah.
What was the number?
2.
I am so sorry. This guy rolled a 1.
Oh, God. All right. Then I guess, and he has the 3 attacks because he has the brawling.
That's right.
All right.
So the first one does miss, strangely. Maybe it's some of Wayne's bad luck still rubbing off on you.
Probably. So Sab goes again, basically.
Yep.
Was this? Okay. This one gets 2 successes.
All right. Go ahead and get 1 momentum for that.
All right. Awesome.
Wait, you have the stun baton on, right?
Yes. He has flipped it on. That's his plan.
What's the difficulty on the survive check for it?
Okay. I'll get to where that is. Okay. So they have to roll a survive check. For unaffected, they have to have 2. Get 2, they're unaffected. Get 1, they're stunned. 0, they're unconscious.
Okay. Roger that. All right. So the first one that you hit, do you know what the base damage on the stun baton is? Not the stun thing. It's 1?
1.
Okay, so you hit the first one, and it doesn't seem to be out for the count, but definitely looks like it was stunned.
All right. Okay. He goes for his last attack using the stun baton again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he gets 2 successes.
What are you using it on? The one that you just stunned, or another one?
Using a different one.
Okay. All right, what'd you get? 2 successes?
Yes.
All right, this one rolls... It's another natural 1.
Okay.
And a 4, so that's 3 successes. So you it dodges yet again. You can see 3 more are coming towards the door, in addition to the 4 that are already here. They will go again. So go ahead and roll a... wait, only 3 of them are going again. So go ahead and roll to defend.
He gets one. Yeah, he gets one defense basically. So he gets a 1.
One success.
Yeah.
They rolled 6.
Yeah.
Each roll was a success. No criticals, but every roll they made was successful. So that is going to be 5 points of stress damage as they just close in fiercely towards the door, and more are coming.
Okay.
Is this a good time for the rest of us to get involved in initiative order?
This is a good time for that, but first we will take a little break. So, we will be right back in just. Are you guys still good for going to like midnight?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right, we will be back at 10:53.
Okay.
All right, let me go to stream
You guys need
break.
to know?
See you all in a bit.
All right.
All right, and we're back. Okay, so. Uh-oh. Encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings or using a faster encoding preset. But I'm only using 40% of my CPU. Oh, it's good now. Okay. All good. All good.
It just got confused.
Yeah, it did. Okay, so I have good news and bad news for you, Jacob Reed. Good news is you are not woken up by any squatter. Bad news is you're going to be out for an hour. And that will be, considering you guys predicted that this mission would last 2 hours, maybe, or that's the time that, okay, we need to go back and, but there is still plenty of hope given the fact that Joplin is supposed to rendezvous with Sab. Speaking of Sab, can all of you roll initiative? Yes, including you, Sab.
How does that work again?
Move quickly. That's it. No
I
focus.
see. I could not be worse at this.
I got 1. My 2 dice, just 1.
I think I'm going last.
Did you get nothing?
Got a 12 and a 13, and neither of those are an 8 or below.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just suck, I guess.
I really need initiative trackers or something like that.
One.
Let's see.
So sad for me.
2 groups of...
I will make you initiative trackers if you want initiative trackers.
Yeah, I'd love those, actually. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Let's see. So that's first group. Second group. Okay. Who has 2 successes or more? Really? Oh, okay. Who has anyone rolled a 1 on their critical success? 2.
What?
Or excuse me, yeah, has anyone rolled a 2? Okay.
I rolled not 2 successes, but I rolled a physical 2.
Okay,
it's
yes,
just-
I'm just asking for, yeah, what you rolled. What was the other number that you rolled?
19.
Okay.
So I only got 1 success.
So since they just went, okay, the group of first monsters are technically first, but I'm saying that they just went, which means they're technically last. Oh, so who rolled a... So Anton will go first. Anyone roll a 3? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next group of monsters. So Anton, second group of monsters. Excuse me. They're not... Joplin thinks they're monsters. I'm not going to say what I feel about them.
Ambiguous.
It's ambiguous. Squatters. Anton squatters. 10, 11, 12?
11.
11. Okay. Sab and then Heisel. And then the monsters. The second group. Okay. Anton, what are you doing? Oh, wait. Slow down. Wait. I still have NPCs. I have 3 of them.
The excitement.
Oh, dang it. It's a 9. Okay. And... Okay. So technically Gray is going to go after Anton, and then let's see, who else is here? LG and Wayne, Change, whatever you want to call them, are going to act before the second group of monsters, but after Sab. Okay. Whew. Okay. All right. Anton, you can hear sounds of a scuffle outside of the room. What are you doing?
Like a... So I know everyone's trying to be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm going to say to Wayne, put your mask back up and run up.
All right. Just regular running.
We're out.
Okay.
There's a door, right?
Yep.
And I can't like blink through a door, so
Nope.
I think just regular running, yeah.
Yeah, it'll probably take your entire turn, no actions to get to the rest of the group.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Okay.
But I would see the situation, right?
Yes, you would. You would see Sab fending off 4 squatters and 4 more coming up behind him. Excuse me, not behind him, behind them. So the group will soon be 8.
Whew.
Who did I say was next? Gray Candler. You see him
He's
put his
got a
hand
shotgun.
on his shotgun
Bad idea.
and then takes it off. He's going to go basically down. There is a bar in this restaurant, so he's going to go back towards it. And while running towards it, he's going to say, if I can't use my shotgun, are we just going to hunker down then?
But we gotta find some way to help him.
So just, I'm gonna run and hide and then shoot the shotgun.
He is just basically, he'll prepare an action, if they break through into the restaurant, he's going to open fire. Because then all is lost. Somewhat. Yeah, so next would be, initiative trackers, I need them. Oh. The 9, which is the second group. Oh, yes. Sab, I'm so sorry. You only took 3 stress points of damage, not 5.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only 3 actually hit you. Go ahead and roll a defense. It's the second group. This next group of squatters just almost bursts through and just kind of intermingles with the first a little bit, trying to break through into the restaurant itself. Yeah.
That gets 3.
Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
7.
These things are strong when they gang up. And I'm not going to... It would be impossible... First off, I'm not going to run the initiative of 8 squatters at the same time. There are 4 of them attacking at the same time. And they did indeed roll 7. Yeah, I can't believe every single roll I had is under 11. There was one guy rolled
Is there
20.
anything we can do to mitigate that, to take chaos or to spend momentum, or is there anything that we can do to give Sab an edge here?
Yeah. Or Sab could make his like a critical one of his void points.
I'd also be happy to
Has
give
2
momentum if that's at all
that hasn't
possible.
used.
Yes.
If you need to
So
take chaos, take
Would have
chaos.
probably used. I would, if I'm allowed to use momentum, I might use that now, because yeah, I'm just trying to survive so he can leave, basically.
Yeah, take chaos if you need to. Get up to 5 dice.
He has 2 momentum already.
you need to declare whether you're going to use momentum before the check is actually made. You cannot declare it after. Is that right?
That sounds.
Yeah.
I think you need to, when you make the roll, you say you can use void points. You can use.
Well, you can use a void point after you roll because you use the void point to modify the roll.
Right. Yeah. You can use a void point. Taking chaos. I don't know what you would take chaos to do. I believe taking chaos comes from, like, if you roll a nat 20 and you don't want a complication, chaos. I don't know how you can,
You can use it to buy dice, but that might also be a beforehand
before.
thing.
Yeah. Buying dice always needs to take place before the check. I will say, the maximum amount of damage this is going to deal is just 4. That's a lot. But
Where?
Could take.
I'm sorry. Can you describe one more time where they are in relation to Stab?
Sab is currently trying to hold them. So there's double doors that are the entrance to the restaurant, and he is standing firm right there in it.
Can we? I don't know. I'm wondering if there's any way to create a truth that might be helpful. Because I think that can be done more frequently.
You
Oh, maybe that's
still
you
have
doing
to.
your turn.
I believe is it 2 momentum for a truth?
I
think it's 1 void
When you
point.
use momentum, you have to do it as part of a check. Like, if you gain momentum from a check, you can use that to create a truth that could have resulted from
Yeah. Gotcha.
the result of it.
Okay.
But you can use a void point to create a truth, I think,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure the rules on that. I don't think that one's tied to a check, though.
I
But I'm not
am
sure if it's tied to a turn.
not going to screw around with the severely wounded kind of thing right now. So I'm going to work with you guys a little bit because I'm kind of playtesting the squatters a little bit. This is your first major combat with them. So Sab, or would Sab die if 4 damage was dealt to him?
No. He would still have 2 left.
Okay.
So.
I think we're just going to stick with if you get one more success, if there's any way to turn anything to a critical, I would mitigate that damage to 3 because technically one of them would miss.
Okay. I have a void point, so I can add that and make another one of my things a critical success.
Yeah, or you could use it to re-roll if you want. If you think you can get higher than a 1.
I have just 2 dice, so
Okay.
4 is the highest I can get.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, what exactly did you roll?
Rolled a 2.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 7, and so his brawling is a 5. So 1 is a critical success, so he gets 2, and then the other one he gets a normal success. They'll make the normal one a critical with a void point.
Wait. Okay, so what did you roll on the, or how many successes did you get on the original check? I thought you just got 2.
The original one, the
Yeah.
one that did this. So the one that they just attacked with, he got 3.
Okay, all right. So that would technically only be 2 points of stress. Only 2 attacks get in.
All right. Wouldn't be that bad.
All right. So 2
Yeah, I
points of
could work with
stress.
All right.
All right.
Poor armor, though.
The second group. Harzo, what number did you roll?
I did not get a success.
Okay. Well, what number did? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
12
okay.
and a 13.
Yep. All right. So both LG and I keep wanting to still call him Change, but literally only Joplin calls him that. Wayne's gonna go first. He is going to just basically exit the icebox to take a look at what's going on. He sees 8 squatters just about to break into the restaurant. Whew. He takes a deep breath. reaches into his pocket, his fanny pack, and he gets some coins out. And he just throws them up in the air, just in front of the squatters themselves. They're just... I'm sorry, I'm struggling describing this. He waits until they get pretty close. And then, pretty quickly, not Daredevil quick, he draws a revolver. And he's going to take some shots. First one just misses. You have no idea what he's doing. Technically, he gets 3.
This guy is confusing.
Yep.
Very. He's loud, but it's not a problem for some reason.
Yep.
Yeah.
The next time, he hits, but he doesn't actually hit a squatter. He hits a coin. You hear a ting as the bullet ricochets off the coin and kills 2 squatters, ricocheting off the second one and then off into basically some wall. Takes his final shot. Wow, okay. 5 successes. Nice, man. This time, hits another coin. Ting! And kills 3 more squatters. Goes straight through a couple of their heads. And then just ricochets somewhere else. Back into the snow. That's his turn. This man just threw money and ricocheted bullets off of him. All right, next is LG, who is a bit baffled by that, but rushes in towards Sab, and Sab, you can resist this if you want. I advise you don't. He's going to try and pull you back.
Yeah, I don't resist.
Okay.
Sam doesn't.
So, LG's still going to perform a check just to see how much he can pull you back. Yeah, he pulls you back just basically from the clutches of them. And Gray is going to take a shot because he had prepared to do so. He's going to fire all 3 barrels. Yes. We love Gray Candler. All right. That was a natural 1 and a 4, which is 4 successes. So, you hear, it is a loud noise, but he figured, I'm indoors. I can be loud. The building muffles it a little bit. But it basically, every barrel lets up in this massive bellow. A little bit of fire actually in one of the barrels. He's using the same ammunition he was using earlier on the automatons. Sab, you were moved out of the way just in time as all of the pellets, for lack of a better word, it's shot technically, but just goes into the mass that was in front of you. Let's see, 2 and... it's spread, though. Alright. Give me a second. It kills 6 of the squatters. Wait! That's more that were there. Yeah, excuse me.
One squatter's just...
Yeah.
One squatter dies twice.
It's just a huge spread of firepower right there. But they're all dead. I apologize for having the NPCs kind of take that one, but...
Okay.
Do there seem to be more on their way, or is there a good opportunity for Sab to slip out and head to the...
Yeah, make a perception check.
Hey, I'm okay at that.
Sab help her at all?
Yes, absolutely. And in fact, so is Gray. And LG. Two successes. Okay, so that's 4, 5. All right. That looks to be it, actually. There are a few more on the horizon, but doesn't seem like they've noticed it. Thankfully, the blizzard has muffled the shot at least a little bit.
Is it still time for Sab to go over there? Like, do we see Joplin?
Yeah,
Do you have a rope or anything
you can
there?
see him lowering a rope.
Okay.
You might want to head over there now while you have the time. Just be careful.
That will do. All right, so there aren't any guys close. So there's no there are no
Right.
squatters close.
No. If you made a bad dash for it, you'd likely be able to make it. Be a little bit of
Well,
risk.
So that's what I guess it technically doesn't matter. So I guess he'll try for quietly since technically it's the same either way for me. So he'll try to be quiet, but he's also like trying to move quickly. So
All right, yeah, move quickly.
he gets 2 successes, which is
That's
nice.
That's perfect. Yep.
All right,
All right. So
this gets to where the rope's coming down.
you make a mad dash towards it. I'm gonna include climbing the rope with that check. You manage it. You've climbed many ropes in your life. You manage it pretty easily. At the top, once you climb over the edge, Joplin doesn't actually help you over because he is just pacing across the roof right now.
There's the raven. I'm it's trying to he keeps his voice down, but
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
the raven.
So, Joplin walks over to you again. Your friend tried to kill me. He's not dead. I didn't do the same to him.
Did he get bitten or injected or he just attacked?
He just attacked. He kicked my knee in the middle of a fight. And then after it
Did
was
you
done,
get-
he pinned me to a wall and kicked me in the nuts.
Sorry. Snout in my throat.
Well, you know what?
Did you grab his Huncock?
I'm probably wrong. I don't know if he was trying to kill me, but he was trying to get me out of the fight in the middle of the fight. Because, and I quote, I'm killing people. Because apparently,
Well, you kind of are.
they're not people anymore.
Oh,
I
sorry.
just told him that.
Hey, we didn't tell you about that. We ran to Anton. He's also better, so we could probably use his blood to make a cure. Maybe. Possibly.
What?
He didn't know. Technically, he didn't know that either. Alright, so, it's a possibility. Anton, we found him. He's fine. He's acting normal. His eyes are normal. It's weird. I know. There's some stuff about him, so I'm thinking we use his blood or something like that. Force him to make a cure or something. It might do something for people, even if it's just future events. I understand. We just had to kill a ton of them, and so I get it. It's also Raven's really super ordery law-y ish, so he's got some weird boundary issues. But I get it. Where is he?
He's in the floor below us. He's on the floor. Well, just on the ground.
Okay.
I saw you had a stun baton earlier. I did kind of the same
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
Listen, I don't know what your all's deal really is. I mean, listen, I know I'm kind of shocked about the fact that your friend Anton is back. I saw him trying to kill Torque Lady back there.
I mean, I just assumed he was gone. So it's a surprise to all of us.
Yeah, but listen, hear me out. This place has killed 2 of my friends. 2 people that I had known for a very long time. We all became protectors together. We were supposed to get at Lee. Supposed to get up there. One of them died. We were committed to this mission. And then we saw him again in the lobby of the hotel. And then my other alive friend gave up. He stabbed me in the back. He took the same thing. And for all I know, he's dead now. Maybe Prima Donna or Change or any of us have killed him already. Because he is dead to me. Because he abandoned me out here. There is just not enough time to avoid death out here. With the equipment that I have, I can't imagine just knocking out one of the squatters and then having him claw at me again. Like they killed my friend. If they're going to kill the living, they don't deserve to be a part of it. And